DFCRadio.com.
Mold, bud rot, fungal and bacterial diseases on your grow? Do you feel like all your time, efforts, and money have gone to waste? Great news! Quest has helped growers across the nation tackle one of the main root causes of plant disease by helping them control the desired humidity levels for their grow stages. Each stage of your grow requires a healthy range of temperature and humidity to optimize your outcome. Quest provides solutions to optimize your humidity requirements. Don't let fungal and bacterial diseases win the battle. Don't let your grow go to waste. Call our friends at Quest for a free consultation at 877-420-1330. That's 877-420-1330. The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, dick.
Talking about the Htgs show. Knowing someone better than your show. Everybody knowing this whole show. Yeah. Talking about the Htgs show.
This is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you bringing in beer? You the man.
What is? Hey, turn off Horty's mic. We don't need to hear him. What up? Heavy T's Grow Show here on DFCRadio.com. We're going to start it a little bit late because Horty Chris couldn't show up on time. I guess his ride was late to pick him up. But nonetheless, we are here, and Duff is queer. Welcome.
Waco.
Waco. That's a new Guatemalan slang word that we learned today at Uncle Henry's Deli, not at the Yucatan Grill in Seal Beach.
No, Uncle Henry's. Great sandwiches.
So check it out. We are the show that hooks you up for just calling us and talk and grow. We drop some grow knowledge. We have some fun times. We get super safe along the way, so please join us. Tell a friend, tell a family member, call in tonight, and you will get hooked up. And here comes our my beautiful assistant, Aaliyah. You're not my assistant. I know. I'm pretty much your assistant right now. The top paid member at DFC Radio, and she's worth every single dollar. But we have a couple people on tonight aside from your calls. We have a pot for a pot, which we'll be talking about with Jason. And we also have Captain Cannabis and the Cosmic Crusaders. Well, I think that is a comic. Anyways, let's start by talking grow. The phone number is 562-653-0707. I'm here. At the end of the table, we have Horty Chris as well. Welcome, Horty. You made it here, bro? Oh, you're not going to talk?
What up? My mic's off.
It's on, dog. Your headset's just low.
Oh, is that what it is?
Probably.
What's up, everybody? How was your weekend? Good?
All right. Yeah. Doing our thing. And we only have Jiggity Jerome, too. Smelling to high heaven. I think he just harvested it today or some shit, dog. You use that sap-off soap? Is that your favorite soap to use after getting all sticky-icky?
Shit, coconut oil works well.
You're all cocoa-fied? As long as it's not cocoa butter, man.
Cocoa buttered up.
Cocoa butter is no bueno. And then, of course, Dr. Duff. Dr. Duff, give the audience a taste of what you're going to do.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Pretty
Glad
good.
you tuned in. All right, let's do the show.
You're awesome. Okay, let's go to the phone lines. Very high energy tonight. We have Everett. Everett.
Who's Everett? Everett.
What's up, dude? What's going on tonight?
Oh, not much, man. I'm a first-time grower. Jerome over there hooked me up at Beach Center last week with a couple nice clones. and I've got some training questions.
All right. Whip those bitches into shape. What's up?
Yeah, that's right. So I want to know if I should start topping or what. I don't know if my strains are if they accept that well. You know, I've kind of read that some don't like it too much.
Okay, well, let's start off. First off, training and pruning. We talk about it all the time on a great way to increase your overall yield, fill up the entire area that's lit up with biomass, right, with your plant material. Jerome, you gave him the strains. You probably know which strains he has. Give him some insight on what he should do.
Well, you want to wait till they get a little bigger after transplant before you ever top the plant. I usually wait until the plant's big enough to where you have adjacent branches that are going to be at the same level as where you'd want to go down and top the plant at a certain node, 1, 2 nodes down. It really doesn't matter, but I usually look at, 2, 3, 4 branches that are going to be adjacent to that center branch and go ahead and top it down. So, you probably have at least a good week to 2 weeks, depending on how fast they're growing and what size pot, before you're even going to think about doing that from clone.
All right, yeah. Well, the one I've got a Sunset Sherbert, and it's coming along nicely. My other one, I think I potted it and put it in the sun a little too soon because it hasn't grown at all, and it looks kind of sad when I leave it in the heat. I've been keeping it in the shade.
Yeah, if it's a clone, you shouldn't be putting it in the sun right away.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to harden them off, right? So you stick it out into a larger light or to the sunlight for just a few minutes a day. But you don't want to do it to a clone. You probably want to do it to once you have 3, 4, maybe even 5 leaf sets on the plant. And that's about the time, too, that you would top it. It's about a foot tall or so. Some people are very religious about when they top, the specific node that they top. But honestly, I've always worked at veg areas that are typically way too small to accommodate my bloom areas. And they're all overgrown, or some are stretching for the light. So I pretty much, once I move them, I hedge them down no matter what node it's at. And I'll take cuts off of those. I'll keep those around. It's a good opportunity to practice taking cuts.
Also, if you're going to put them outside to harden them off, you might want to do it before 10 a.m. or after 2 p.m., not during the brightest part of the day. So just get them some early sun or some late sun, and only for maybe 15, 20 minutes at first. And then the next day, give them a little bit longer and a little bit longer until you can keep them out for, an hour or two. And then slowly you can start to let them stay out a little longer into the 10 to 2 window until that you start to see that they're actually taking it very well. And then you know that they're hardened off. Usually takes about a week.
Okay.
Oh, man, all you got to do is the Dr. Duff hardener off or sunscreen I got.
No, okay.
Yeah, spray on. It's aerosol.
Okay.
Yeah. Dr. Duffman here. Want to let you know about my hardening off aerosol canister for the hydroponic world. Yes, it's innovative because I made it. All you got to do is spray your plants with like a aerosol style. It's like hairspray for your plants. And you throw them straight outside. Boom! Standing like champs. Greener than green because it's got a little added dye of green in there. So it's got a little yellow on your plants. It's going to make it look great. That's right. Dr. Duff's aerosol damn hardener offer, dude. Get it now.
Damn hardener offer.
Damn hardener offer.
One word I never think of or associated with Dr. Duff is innovator.
That's right. That's why it's on the market. I innovated it.
You innovated it.
I'm an innovator.
Repurposed it.
Yep.
All right, so it's also known as copper tone at your local CVS store. So that's how he gets those shiny brown buds. But
bronzed.
And
bronzed.
So wait, hold on, Everett. I'm trying to get this right. So you're sticking them outside in the sun. You're going to do an outdoor grow.
Yeah, well, I'm going to take them inside when they flower because I don't want to mess around with, shit going wrong then,
Okay, well, hold up. Why, when you expose the plant to the outdoors and all the openness of the outdoors, the bugs and everything, especially spring, as nature's pretty much wakening up and there's a lot more bugs around, things are blooming, you risk bringing something inside. That's a larger risk, in my opinion, than taking them from indoor then to outdoor, much larger. So I would be very careful about doing that. Why can't you just keep them inside? Do you not have a light yet or something?
I mean, yeah, I've got a little bit. I've got flowering lights. From the last time I tried this, I barely even got started and I had to shut it down. So I've got flowering lights, but I don't have anything for vegetative I was just gonna use Mother Nature, you know.
You can use your HBS light or a red colored light to veg. It's the photo period.
What kind of lights are you using?
I've got 2 LEDs that are mostly pink, and then I've also got a strip of LEDs that, I mean, I still have to do a little work on that, giving it a power source. But right now, when I take them inside at night, I put them under a T5 for a few hours to give it some extra light.
At this point, just keep them under that T5, dog. For 18 hours on, 6 hours off. You could use your LEDs for vegetative growth too, even though they're flowering lights. You just have them 18 hours on and 6 hours off.
Okay.
Do that, dude, and get on your IPM right away to make sure there's nothing coming in. Because once you contaminate that indoor grow, going in, out, in, it's going to be real tough to get rid of stuff.
And also make sure that your T5 bulbs are new. They only last about 6 months, and they need to be replaced.
Okay. How many should I be using? I probably need more. I've only got one. It's about
one for 2 plants that are small are fine for the first couple.
It's just a single bulb?
Single bulb, yeah.
Run it along with your LEDs.
Yep.
Okay.
Just get a fresh bulb.
And then when you're balling out of control off the revenue from your 2 plants and the money you save,
by dealing with Jiggity Jerome,
you go get a horticulture lighting group, 95 watt. It's about $100, but it's perfect for veg. You can clone with it. And it's low energy. It's the perfect spectrum. But go on to horticulturelightinggroup.com and check those out. I know Steven, he's real good too. If you want something a little bit bigger or customize it, there's do-it-yourself kits on there too.
Okay. All right. Great.
Hey Everett, I'm going to send you something, dog. It sounds like your soil, right? If you're going inside, outside, or are you?
Yeah. I got some vermifier.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to send you some nutrients to complement that vermifier. I'll send you some of the Vermi Crop, the organic line. I have the Vermi All, the Vermi Bat Guano, Vermi Blood Meal, the Vermi Veg, and the Vermi Bloom. I'm also going to give you some smart pots to put those in. You know, don't be a dummy. Use a smart pot, the patented fabric pot that we fuck with on Heavy T's Grow Show. Thanks so much for calling, Everett. You got hooked up.
Thank you so much, guys. Love the show. Keep it going.
All right. We've been here for 300-something shows, so it seems like 300-something years hanging out with you guys. But. And Jerome's over here, but like, T, I don't know how much longer I could keep coming into this abuse.
Really? Sweet.
I'll keep it up.
We'll keep it up. Turn it up a notch.
I was going to quit, but I'm so close to accomplishing my goal, I'm going to stick it out.
You're about to get that pension money.
I'm so close to my goal. Oh, man.
All right, let's
I'm
keep
getting
going.
paid?
Heavy T's Grow Show, you're on the air, Anthony.
Hey, I got a biochar question. First of all, what the heck is it? And then my second question is, if I use too much of it, can I char my plant?
Can you char your plant? When do you guys help out? I got to blow my nose real quick.
Talking about biochar?
Come on, co-host extraordinary.
Help
out, Anthony.
I've never personally used the biochar, but
me either. I'm a hydro guy.
You know, just knowing a little bit about it, it's a porous rock. Now it should have it's pretty much inert, so it doesn't have any type of nutrient value to it.
Well, the biochar is the wood, the charcoal, basically.
Burned up.
I mean, for me, I've always seen that as a great place for different biologicals to make their home inside the soil. It's similar to like a porosity of like a perlite or something along those lines that you could put in there, but I haven't really messed with it. We do strictly rock wool right now, and you know, even when I was doing cocoa, we never added anything like that to it.
Yeah, I don't either in cocoa. I have applied it to some beds, older beds. It's a great way to rebuild the soil. It's full of humics. It also draws out heavy metals that may have been built up if you were using salts in there. It is a food for biology, but it's a very porous area for mycology to live. So you can jumpstart your beneficial population well with that. I like I said, use it to amend beds that have already been there, right? To try and get them going, kind of reestablish the soil, rebuild the soil. That's what I'm trying to say. But otherwise, I don't really add it to too much else. I know a lot of the probiotic guys love it and add it on a weekly basis, but or not weekly basis, on a grow basis. But it's basically carbon, humics, and a great spot for mycology to live.
So could you overdo it and add too much during transplant?
You can
and harm
overdo
the plant?
anything. You could drink too much water and die.
That's overdoing it.
Okay? So, yeah, you could overdo anything, right? Like, I wouldn't plant a plant in direct biochar.
Right. And do you think it would attract any snakes?
Any snakes?
Wow.
No, man. I don't think so. I hope not.
The chick I'm working with swears that it's attracting the snakes, and I'm telling her she's retarded.
I don't know.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
I don't. If there's snakes, Jiggity, I don't think it's indoor.
Yeah, I'm going to tell her it's...
Except unless you're in the South Bay.
That's ridiculous.
No, Anthony, I don't think that's the case, dude. But let's get you something going. I'm gonna send you the full line of Mission Fertilizer, dude.
Yeah.
Just get some new soil from Sanctuary Soils, like some of the Empire Builder or another quality super soil, and you can amend or add some of the Mission Fertilizer dries, or you could use their liquid. So I'm going to send you the full line of the liquid, the Grow, the Bloom, the Boost, the Enhance, the Crazy Swell.
Crazy swell.
Super crazy. Super crazy. All right, Anthony, and some Smart Pots for you, dude.
All right, where do I pick it up?
All right, you pick it up. Where do you shop?
Cerritos Hydro.
Hey,
All right, we'll mail it directly to your house.
Hey, Anthony, the biochar works great for a fire starter in your barbecues.
It's already burnt.
Yeah, exactly why it works so good.
Thanks for calling, Anthony. He's at Cerritos Hydro. That's a coincidence, of course, because we're going to be at Cerritos Hydro April 28th, vendor day over there. It's Customer Appreciation Day. Let me tell you exactly what they're going to be doing. First off, it's going to be a huge sale. They have buy one, get one on specific nutrients, 25 to 30% off the entire store. I can't get to the thing. Where is it, doggy? Here it is. Here we go. It's somewhere.
It's
I
awesome.
still don't have it. And the Plug Gaming from DFZ will be there. You can earn Hydro Bucks if you're able to beat them at Street Fighter or Mario Kart. We also are going to have Jiggity Jerome, Grow Off Champion, discussing how he consistently gets 3 pounds of light off any strain. You want to know how to grow like a pro? Talk to Jiggity Jerome. And Hody Chris won't be there. Dr. Duff will be. Hody, are you coming?
I don't know. Probably.
It's going to be a repeat of last year?
Probably.
All right. Talk some more grow with our homies.
It's exciting.
We have Justin in Long Beach. What's going on, Justin?
What's going on, Jerome? I wanted to ask Jerome about his IPM, his integrated. Rusted mites. I'm struggling with rusted mites really bad.
Okay, I kind of caught it. You broke up a second. He wants to ask you about your IPM, I think he said. Your integrated pest management. He has rusted mites. He actually hit me up on social media asking me about the use of Grand Devil and Vinairet.
Okay.
And I know that you use those in your IPM regimen. And how do you battle the bugs or keeping bugs out of your larger facility?
I mean, are your plants that you have these on are in veg or flower?
They're in veg.
Veg. Now, if you're going into veg and using products like Grandivo, Venerate, Regalia, I particularly use them a lot of times in conjunction with each other. I do what I call a 10-10-10 mix for preventative maintenance. I'll do 10 milliliters of each one of those combined together, and I'll spray that about once every 5 to 7 days. Now, if you do have a problem with the russet mites, you're going to have to stay on top of this, because really with russet mites, broad mites, they don't really lay a lot of eggs like spider mites do. And what you want to do is really break the life cycle of them. Now, you can go with Venerate or Grandivo, but you got to understand these are bacteria that you're using. If you want to just get rid of the problem, you're going to want to use some type of contact killer. I know particularly for that type of a product like Green Cleaner, spraying something like that once every 2-3 days consistently for at least 3 to 4 treatments, you could hopefully break the life cycle and then go into a more steady regimen of IPM, something like the Venerate or the Grandivo. But to really take care of the problem, you got to understand those ones don't work like contact killers. So if you're going with the broad mites or the russet mites, a lot of the damage is going to be on the top or new growth. And it's really easy to spot if you go on Google and just type it in and look at the symptoms. If you have a microscope, typically they say that you can't see it with like a 35 to 50 times microscope, so it's going to be really hard to identify them. So really just break their life cycle. So for instance, if you're using green cleaner, use anywhere from like 15 to 30 mils per gallon. Spray it once, wait a day, spray it again, wait a day, spray it again. And, you know, to be honest, you're going to have to get some type of predatory mite. Swirsky and Californicus mites are great predatory mites that you could introduce into the gardens that specifically target those pests. So after you kind of go through and kind of control the situation and you want to go back into the organic mode, go ahead and introduce those beneficial bugs, because if you introduce them while you're doing the green cleaner, you're going to end up killing those as well.
Yeah.
And if you're left with one egg or mite, you still have them. Hey, he actually shot me some pictures here on social media too. Check these out for me, and help him identify. Give him the telltale signs of the russet and the broad mites.
I mean, a lot of times you're going to see kind of like a buckling, twisting. Sometimes the leaves will even kind of look kind of shiny almost.
I know it's hard to tell from those pictures.
I mean, these don't look super alarming to me.
I don't think of russet mite damage when I think of those plants, but Justin said Justin said that he had been battling it for a while, and he really wants to get on top of it and going down the line of biologicals, because you can't really build up a systemic resistance to it, right?
Well, the Swirsky mites that you get in the little sachets that you can hang on the plants, those are going to be number one. If you want to order something, I would definitely get those introduced. Put them in your flower room if you're not spraying in there, because if you have mites in there, chances are they're probably everywhere at this point. So you really want to kind of control those where you can. And if you can't spray flowers that are too far down the line, or it's not something that you want to do, you can introduce those into the bloom room, but you're really going to have to go through and really be tedious in the veg room. But looking at these pictures, unless you've actually identified them with a microscope, I mean, a lot of these pictures could be anything from pH to who knows, but a lot of these symptoms that I'm looking at don't look too damaging as far as like a russet or broad mite damage that you would look and see a real buckling of the leaf and twisting and curling of the new growth. And this doesn't really show too much of that.
Yeah, and when you do have bad broad or russet mite and you treat it aggressively, you will see a noticeable difference in growth in like 24 to 48 hours, where the new growth will look much, much better. And if you aren't having that, I was thinking it could be something else too, along the lines of a heat stress. But if being proactive, and I know you said, listen, I'm not even going to chance it, take a couple weeks off, clean the entire room, put the temperatures real low in there so you don't get any reproduction. I spray the walls and the floor down with, you could do bleach. I like to use rubbing alcohol because you don't have to go back through and clean it off. But every hard piece of plastic or piece of grow equipment, stick in that area too, and use a fogger, a non-perithrum based fogger like a Tane or something like that. Oh. And just stay on top of it, and then everything that you get, everything that you bring in, just be really aware of what you're bringing in, and do a heavy quarantine.
And you can dunk your plants in that Venerate and Grandivo. So I'll take a lot of plants just in 10 mils per gallon regalia with 10 mils per gallon of the Grandivo. Even though it's a powder consistency, it's still 2 teaspoons a gallon. And just fully submerge your clone, you know, roots, everything. Just dunk it in there and go ahead and transplant.
All right, dude. All right, Justin, get on it. There is some cautionary tales, though. Not everyone reads the labels.
Absolutely. When you're using that product, there's a 4-hour re-entry time. So if you're spraying it in the room, make sure that you're wearing a full suit that's actually, you know, for chemical use. You want to also use some type of glove that covers all of your skin, and also wear a respirator that's approved for organic vapors and particles.
All right.
For sure.
All right, Justin, man, good luck. I'm going to send you some Azamax, the Azadirachtin product from General Hydroponics, another part of your IPM that you could put in there with whatever else you're using. I'm going to send you some smart pots as well, and a gallon of Terpinator. So once you get everything on track again, you can help bring out the full genetic potential and make your plants AAA. Don't go for the resin faker. Get the Terpinator. Terpinator.com.
Thank you.
Thanks, Justin.
You know, if you got like big nose hairs going on in your nose, I don't think you need that mask to filter out any organic
man,
matters.
that is so funny.
It's true.
562-653-0707. Dr. Duff is on fire. We're coming back with a pot for a pot. We're going to be talking to Jason and Joshua. First, we got to pay the bills, though. It's Heavy T's Grow Show on DFZRadio.com. Did Horty quit?
I think he's gone. He bailed.
Praise baby Jesus.
DFCRadio.com.
One of the biggest challenges is creating and maintaining a stable, consistent environment for your plants to flourish. Without a reliable climate, you could lose your entire crop. Proper dehumidification can make all the difference, giving you the advantage you need to bring in a high-yield harvest. Quest dehumidifiers can transform your unstable growing environment into one that allows you to achieve and maintain precise conditions in which plants can flourish. This includes deterring and preventing the growth of destructive molds throughout each growing stage. Quest has the most energy-efficient dehumidifiers available, using the least amount of electricity and removing more pints of water per kilowatt at the widest temperature range. Quest's innovative design also creates the lightest heat load on your HVAC, paying for itself in energy savings. With overhead mount capability, Quest lets you maximize your grow space and profits. Made in the USA, Quest meets or exceeds the highest standards. Our products are known for their reliability and they are backed up by industry-leading warranty. Quest's dehumidifiers will efficiently control humidity from germination to harvest, maintaining a growing environment that's vital to the success of indoor and hydroponic gardening. Protect your investment, your plants, and your profits with Quest. Call our friends at Quest for a free consultation at 877-420-1330. That's 877-420-1330.
Dilly Heavy Tea Grow Show. But dilly.
Are you ready to start cloning but don't know where to start? HDI has you covered, the only propagation-focused company. HDI was founded in 1997 and is the master distributor of Clonex throughout North America, like the Clonex rooting gel, which has been on the market since 1988. EPA registered and approved for use on food crops and cannabis. It's the only rooting gel approved by the Washington and Colorado Department of Agriculture for propagating cannabis plants. Used by thousands of plant nurseries, commercial growers, scientists, and greenhouse growers with billions of clones successfully rooted. That's Clonex rooting gel. But healthy clones start with healthy mothers. And with Mother Plant from HDI, you are fulfilling the nutritional needs of mother plants without excess nitrates, supporting strong, vibrant clones. And now you're ready for some Clonex Mist, a ready-to-use foliar spray for mother plants, cuttings, and rooting clones. Pop your clones into Root Riot plant starter cubes, and they are safe for use in hydroponic systems, and are a proprietary blend of micronutrients that is certified food safe. And don't forget to add the mycorrhiza with Clonex Root Maximizer, a mycorrhizae fungi, beneficial bacteria, and trichoderma that increases the surface area of your plant's roots, allowing the plants to access more nutrients and water. And don't forget to feed with Clonex Clone Solution, formulated for rooted clones and seedlings, a special blend of minerals and vitamins that encourage rapid root development. So no matter what your propagation needs are, remember HDI has you covered. Check them out at hydrodynamicsintl.com. That's hydrodynamicsintl.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda. Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky rooster timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Heavy D, for the control Chris, Duffman, gonna die. DFCRadio.com.
Now, Tuna, I ask you, is there such thing as that, my G?
What's that?
I mean, I'm getting high right now in the booth, man. Yeah, I'ma pass that to you. I mean, I've been getting high all day, all night. Rock.
I get high like there ain't no tomorrow. Figure my life without weed, pure sorrow. Wake up in the morning, still high from last night. Hazy ass eyesight, made my way to the swisher. 10 blunts up in one session. Teach weed lessons to beginners. Happy seeing double. Smoke one for the lost cause. Cause I feel like I'm on Mars. The more in hell, the more that I see stars. Might scribble out a few balls. I go hard, don't smoke with them niggas who go guard. Got my own sack, fiends rolling in the back door. Move on, no life, we gon' fight. My appetite for Mary Jane is alright. Meet her with my dudes and we go smoke all night. Smoking it on site. Me and Charlie Tuna, new cheeks and charms.
Man, I know what you mean, dog. It is a such thing as being high enough, though. I'm saying that it's like can't just keep just smoking and just smoking. At a certain point, man, you don't get high no more. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we said, Cheech and Chong, monument. Freaking the song, puffin' reap a long time coming. Roxy, man, fit be in a long line forming. If you inhaling, I'm knowing you can smell what I'm blowing. I exhaling, I'm glowing, dog, vivid. My chest full like I got my breasts augmented. Used to smoke stress, now it's that dispensary designer stuff. Swish at least the fire, never. Yes, sir, of the best herb. I'm a gangstar when I manifest words. Whether hydroponic monitors or fresh dirt. I left work, now I'm puffing till my chest hurt. Yes, uplifting and such, known for ripping it up. But please don't ask me to piss in the cup. And never ask me if I would like a snip or a huff. I twist the split and I puff until I'm.
Yeah, Charlie Rock. There's a lane. Y'all already know I smoke, man, a whole forest up, tree man. Stay inhaling, brethren, incredible, holding incriminating evidence. My original black essence come from crack selling to the Dacia smooth selling. Who's telling on the Green Cross Club member? The blood filler, what it cost, nigga? Never mind, I'ma buy it all. I just smoked and I ain't. Lysol to cover up the tree cloud. Don't get mad at me, my weed's loud. Call the florist, quick, we need flowers. A mix of the power.
All right, what is? Sorry about that. Safety meeting took a little bit longer. Plus, St. Diesel had to drop a deuce.
Oh, man, I feel so lighter now.
10 pounds lighter.
Hell yeah.
And a couple IQ points smarter.
I got a 6-pack now.
Yep, I got a keg. Check it out. This camera angle accentuates my belly, you said? How about my boobs? Do they look nice?
Extra voluptuous.
Do they look real? Do they look real? This is who I am. I can't be embarrassed about who I is be. I just be heavy titties. Welcome back. 562-653-0707. Call in. Let's talk some grow. Right now, our first guests are on the line here. They're via phone. We have Jason and Joshua from A Pot for a Pot. What's going on, guys?
What's up? Hey.
Hey, man. Hey, so make sure we're off speakerphones and everything so we can hear you real well. I've done a little research about A Pot for a Pot, and you guys are at the forefront of trying to make cannabis growing as easy as possible for the layman, right? And there is a misnomer out there that that basically you stick a seed in the ground, you put some water and a light above it, and you watch it grow, and you're going to grow that fire. That definitely is not the case. I always say green thumbs are a myth, dirty hands are a reality. But you guys try to cut out a lot of the heavy lifting and the legwork. Jason, why don't you tell us a little bit about the product and how you guys are doing that?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Basically what we provide is a self-contained kit so that right out of the box, all you have to do is follow the step-by-step directions, add some sunshine, water, a little bit of love, and then you've got yourself a healthy harvest.
And so is the engineering part, what is the system, basically? Describe the system to the listeners.
Josh, you want to take it through step-by-step for them?
Yeah, so, we're kind of doing a modified subcool system. So we're putting, a super soil mix that I've been growing with for quite a few years now on the bottom of the pot. And the top of it, we're using a cocoa and perlite mix. So, all the nutrients is in the bottom. We activate that with Mammoth P, the super soil, and then we provide a mycorrhizal root pack. So you're getting sort of the complete soil food web, and we're trying to imitate living soil as much as we can. So it's really just add water throughout the grow.
And you should have enough fertilizer in there for a full veg cycle and a bloom cycle?
Yeah, so, what we're really actually pushing with this kit is the auto-flowering plant.
Okay.
We're really trying to, some people out there, long-time growers, are like, auto-flowers. But, I love those little plants. I think they're a lot of fun, and they've really got a place in the cannabis community.
They do, and it makes it easy for people. I'm a photo guy. I'll stick to my photo periods, but and I don't have much experience with.
If you're trying to grow that fire, you need that photo.
Yeah, but I don't have much experience with auto flowers. Let the listeners know why, or that it may be easier for them to start with. I mean, we take out the guesswork and the possibility of screwing your grow up because it's just automatically going to do flower with. So we take out the photo period aspect of it.
Yeah, so it no longer requires the 12-12 light cycle. Auto-flowering plants are originally back-crossed with Ruderellus, and that's sort of the Mexican variety of the cannabis plant, primarily on the hemp side of it. So it's actually naturally a really sort of CBD-heavy plant. And over the years, it's been crossbred into, cannabis sativa to where, like Mephisto Seeds, phenomenal breeders, they're testing strains up to 25%. And one of the kind of cool things for us is, we're really trying to bring people into the growing and trying to find people who haven't grown before. And what they really like about it is those strains are actually quite high in CBD. So you're going to get like 1 to 5% expression of CBD. You've got to be really hitting the nail on the head if you're going to be pushing past 20% THC, but you're going to get a really flavorful smoke that's loaded with terpenes because it's grown in soil. And it's, really it's just easy. You don't have to worry about it hermaphroditing if you put a little bit of light on it. And, yeah, it's kind of interesting because it's one of those plants where, if you leave it under 20 hours of light, from seed, I would make the argument that it would outperform a photo period if it was 12-12 from seed, just because it gets more energy put into the plant. So, in 3 months' time, you're winding up with a 3 to 4 foot plant that's completely finished out.
And then you could buy your pot, stick it in there, and it's got everything you need. Just give it pH-adjusted water or just fresh water?
We advise when it's a seedling that you're using bottled water. And then sort of as the pond gets bigger, you can use tap water, but preferably if you've got a sterile water source, that's always the best. And, yeah, it was really funny. We recently attended the San Francisco Flower and Garden Show. So we were the first cannabis company at this, really traditional flower and garden show. And we had little old ladies coming up and just buying the kit, not even if they were consumers, just because it's a really fun, beautiful plant to grow.
It is. Well, I know some of my friends' grandmothers, back in high school, they would actually take care of their pot plants outside because they liked the way it looked and smelled and everything.
Yeah.
And this isn't just coming from a guy that has some money and putting together a new company trying to take advantage of this green rush, so to speak, in cannabis. You're an avid grower. You have been for 10-plus years, from hobbyist to commercial. What's up.
If we had money, that would be great, too.
Man.
Yeah, I've been growing almost for 10 years now, and Jason and I have 2 separate projects. Jason has a vaporizer project, and I've actually got an electric pair of scissors as well. And we went through the Gateway Incubator on those 2 projects, and sort of we graduated the incubator, and we're struggling to get a little more traction on those. And I just saw this really simple idea, and, we were just sort of, I had a couple friends last year who I was kind of teaching how to grow and giving them, kind of a little kit essentially to get started. And Jason and I were walking through Home Depot, and there's all these tomato kits. And, for us, a large part of this is, destigmifying the plant and bringing it out of the closet, into the living room. And, yeah, it's this is a project of passion for sure.
With the new laws, specifically in California and Canada, having something like this, do you see a pot for a pot in every home?
Look, I think that eventually I would like to see every home growing their own food, right? So I think if you take that principle and you apply it to a larger scheme, and especially with the taxes today, and if you've got if you're a serious patient and you've been consuming an ounce of cannabis and now that's 35% more expensive, like the reality of it is it winds up being cheaper to grow at your house, and that way there's no pesticides with it, and you learn something too, right? Like you grow this plant and you learn that I can juice these leaves and they're super duper healthy for me. They're loaded with THCA, like anti-inflammatory. They're packed with amino acids and micronutrients, and we as growers, because we don't care about the leaves, right? We just throw those families away, but you should eat those, man. They're great.
Well, Dr. Duff has to throw his away because all of the forbid he uses on his plants.
Mildew on everything.
But
oh man,
yeah, he shouldn't be doing that. I tell him all the time.
Preventative maintenance.
That's why he's Dr. Duff, man. I tell you, Josh. But so you guys you said you did a super soil. Why super soil opposed to? We've seen little hydroponic systems for single plants and stuff. You prefer the super soil, obviously.
I think it just provides a lot more forgiveness, and you have to look at it. Okay, like why do people grow with hydroponics?
To grow that fire.
I look at it and I'm like, well, they want more yield, right? Like it's a pretty well-known fact at this stage that soil will grow a more terpene-rich bud. Like you can argue with me all day, but I'll stick my nail in there. And
I think the gauntlet was just throwing down the jiggity.
Right? It's like you don't necessarily need the most bud per watt. You don't care what your grams per watt is or anything like that. You just want to have the simplicity, and you don't want to worry about your pH drifting too much. And I add this and this week, and I added too much of that because I smoked too much, and then I left the tap on, and now the kitchen's flooded. We're just trying to take all that kind of complexity and really just take it back to the soil. I'm a fan of organics. So I've gone from everything from aeroponics to rock wool to cocoa to soil, and
I'm
if
back
I'm
again.
Growing for fun and like terpene flavors and everything like that, soil.
It does make it very easy. Now, we might have to argue till we're blue in the face when we have some more time about what kind of profiles are coming off different styles of grows. It's different styles of grow. Well, we got the grow off fourth place terpene champion here, Jiggity's Rum.
Hey, first place terpenes was
Give me, can you dig it?
Are you adding extra terpenes in your reservoir there?
No.
Gatorade.
Mountain Dew brings out the best terps. Everyone knows.
Yeah, but
he's growing autoflowers.
First place was Rockwell. Just put it out there.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to get together and have a little private session to see what's good. But this is a pot for pot. Go to apotforpot.com. You can also go to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and it's all a pot for pot. I have a caller that has a question for you guys. Rico, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, man?
What up, dude? You're on with Josh and Jason.
I was wondering, with those pots, I feel like you can choose the strain you want, just come like prepackaged.
Yeah. So we actually have got a seed fulfillment partner in Amsterdam. So we obviously, like the way the industry's laws are, you got to kind of find the loopholes. So when you purchase our kit, it comes with a coupon where you get 2 free seeds from ilovegrowingmarijuana.com. And on there, you can select your specific strain and everything like that. And obviously, if you don't want to grow an auto-flowering plant, then you can pick regular seeds. If you're a medical patient and you want CBD, you can get that as well.
Sweet. One last question. Like, it comes with everything that you need to grow it? Like, you don't have to buy anything extra? Just a pot?
Yeah, well, thankfully, the power of the sun does a great job. So, really, this kit is kind of designed, if you have an indoor grow, you can put it in there, or you've got a window with a lot of light, put it there. But, the power of the sun's pretty remarkable, so you save on your electricity bill. You don't need to buy an extensive grow light, and if you live in a legal area where you can do that, it's kind of funny when you think of it like cannabis was grown inside. It was because everyone was hiding it, and now you can put it in the sun, and that's free.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, Rico, was that all you had for the guys?
Yeah.
All right, my man. I'm going to send you a Heavy Tea Grow Show swag pack out to your local shop. You want to give a shout out to shop?
Yep, Long Beach Tiger Room, man.
Oh, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Speaking of shops and stuff, you know, a lot of shops listen, guys. Is this something that is available directly through your website only, or are you distributing?
We're going to be doing some placement in a few select shops over the next 3 to 4 weeks. Right now, you can get it at apotforpot.com. We're going to start popping up in dispensaries up and down the coast over the next 2-3 months.
Excellent. And any expos or anything that people can come see you coming up?
Well, we just finished the SF Flower and Garden Show and the Terps and Tech Conference down in San Jose. We're looking at maybe doing the Indo Expo. And, Josh, you know what's on the calendar after that?
It depends if the shoelace gets any longer.
That's right, isn't it? Well, you go to some of those shows, hopefully that you guys get some more traction. I'm stoked to have you on. One last thing, I see in your background that I have here, it's all this technical stuff. You said you went to the Terps and Tech Expo. I think that's what it was called. This is going back to a very natural, not so technically advanced style of growing. Is this beta or 1.0? Is there going to be a 2.0 version coming out down the line?
Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of really cool things coming down the line, like an attractive grow lamp that's, you know, designed to be in the living room, not in a grow tent, and a few things like that. And, you know, I'd make the argument that nature's been developing this technology for a really, really long time, and we're just kind of re-exposing it. So there's always that aspect.
That's right. Okay, guys. Well, I really appreciate you. Everyone go to apotforpot.com. Get yours. Let's grow some weed. Thanks, Josh. Thanks, Jason.
Thanks a lot.
Right on. Cheers.
All right. Have a good one, guys. 562-653-0707. That is the phone number. One more quick safety meeting, and we're coming back talking more grow. We also have the world according to Duff. Duff, what else you got? Nothing, do you?
What do you want me to do?
A whole bunch of
nothing.
nothing.
You guys don't even have my mic on. You can't even let me be creative. So, like,
Why?
what do you want me to do? Not like a light switch where you just turn it on and be funny, and turn it off and be done. That doesn't work, bro.
That's kind of funny.
I'm a fine-tuned man. I need to be able to go out there and do my stuff without being constricted with the mic being turned off because you think that I'm not being funny or I'm like talking over people when I'm not even doing that.
Man, Dr.
That's
Dove,
not even what's going on. I'm being creative. I'm the only creative
Dr. Dove
here.
has more
I'm
issues than we have
creative
listeners at
all
this
the
point.
time.
562-653-0707. We'll be right back. Call in.
Thank you for asking.
DFCBaby.com.
Elko, riding down the west coast. Candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby. The Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans. Get with the program, call me the drone man, the hydros potents. Got your eyes low, lower than the ocean. Just west coasting through the coast with the potion and the best dro to smoke. The baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass and titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the west coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie. California, so don't be amazed. Same nigga, same flow, same mind frame. I'm all about the loot shit. Fuck minimum wage, cruising through these Cali streets, smoking on this OG. Cash rules everything around me, I need more cream. West Coast, get it in. What the fuck you think? Saying I'm riding with you, really though, this money in the bank. E3 hotter than the California forecast. Burning up these tracks, nigga, I need more cash. Yeah, I'm a bona fide hustler. Fuck with my family or cash and I'ma cut ya. Real G's get it, that's only the obvious. Go against us, you know you facing the consequence. I love my state, but I really hate the politics. Better keep stepping, buddy boy, in a pile of shit. Yeah, in a pile of shit. E3, get it in, nigga, I'm live as shit. 3, 2, 1. a Mary J. As the world keeps spinning, like gold 100 spokes, engine running, Chevy gunning down the coast. Just let it roll.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
Sorry, Hardy. Game over.
Are you ready to start cloning but don't know where to start? HDI has you covered, the only propagation-focused company. HDI was founded in 1997 and is the master distributor of Clonex throughout North America, like the Clonex rooting gel, which has been on the market since 1988, EPA registered and approved for use on food crops and cannabis. It's the only rooting gel approved by the Washington and Colorado Department of Agriculture for propagating cannabis plants, used by thousands of plant nurseries, commercial growers, scientists, and greenhouse growers with billions of clones successfully rooted. That's Clonex rooting gel. But healthy clones start with healthy mothers. And with Mother Plant from HDI, you are fulfilling the nutritional needs of mother plants without excess nitrates, supporting strong, vibrant clones. And now you're ready for some Clonex Mist, a ready-to-use foliar spray for mother plants, cuttings, and rooting clones. Pop your clones into Root Riot plant starter cubes, and they are safe for use in hydroponic systems and are a proprietary blend of micronutrients that is certified food safe. And don't forget to add the mycorrhiza with Clonex Root Maximizer, a mycorrhizae fungi, beneficial bacteria, and trichoderma that increases the surface area of your plant's roots, allowing the plants to access more nutrients and water. And don't forget to feed with Clonex Clone Solution, formulated for rooted clones and seedlings, a special blend of minerals and vitamins that encourage rapid root development. So no matter what your propagation needs are, remember HDI has you covered. Check them out at hydrodynamicsintl.com. That's hydrodynamicsintl.com.
Hey, man, started early, huh?
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the VermiBloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiall 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the Vermi-Bat Guano Fertilizer and the Vermi-Blood Blood Meal Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
I tell you, this is the life.
Ever since we started working here at Sanctuary Soil, I couldn't be happier. It's nice to work at a place where they treat you like the artist that you are.
Tell me about it. So many places just throw you in the dirt, feed you junk, and drip water on your head.
Yeah, sounds more like torture than a job.
And how do they expect you to do great things when they don't give you the right tools? I can't do it if you treat me like garbage.
I hear ya. You give me the highest quality organic materials like woody biomass and grasses, put me in a healthy, clean environment, and I can practically poop gold.
Not to mention alfalfa meal, arborist material. They even bathe us in a healthy biological tea full of enzymes and other good stuff. You know, I get a little choked up just thinking about how all those customers are gonna benefit from the hard work we put into providing them with the best products available.
I just wish more companies were like Sanctuary Soil. It's nice to work with people who care about their customers and care about the environment.
Yeah, this is the life. Hey, I'm pretty full. Think it's about time to go make some magic, if you know what I mean.
Well, a worm's work is never done.
See you in a few.
You got anything to read? This could take a while.
Sanctuary Soil's Buckaroo brand premium worm casting, the all-in-one soil amendment that's safe for the environment, children, and pets. For more information and to see a list of current retailers, visit our site at sanctuarysoil.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda. Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers?
Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic grass.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So, I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
Okay, got your ballasts, check. Reflectors, check. Fans, check. Just about ready to get growing. The last thing you need is your bulbs.
Let me get like 12 of, whatever's the cheapest you got.
Bro, really? You're using the best soils, best nutrients, best equipment, and you're going to use an Econo brand lamp? If you really want the best of the best, you need to go with the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamp. Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps have the highest quality and consistency in their construction, and they're engineered to give your plants the light spectrum they need for the best growth and biggest harvest. Plus, Ushio is the only company that offers 2100 micromole light output without needing to overdrive your lamps and ballasts. That means more light for your plants and longer light for your lamps.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay, sold. Give me the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps.
Professional growers know not every lamp will give plants what they need to optimize their growth and yields and maximize profits. That's why the pros choose Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps. Offered in a full range of high-pressure sodium, metal halide, and ceramic metal halide options, Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps ensure that your plants are covered from seed to harvest no matter what lighting system you're using. For over 50 years, Ushio has been a trusted name and a leader in specialty lighting, and they stand by their name with a no-questions-asked 1-year warranty. So whether you run 5 lights or 500, you can be confident that you're buying the best horticulture lamps on the market. Ask for Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps and make sure to check them out online at www.ushio.com.
Vamos. That torch is real big. Man, you're burning off a lot of butane.
That's why the table's white.
Yeah, this fool was like, I think the rig is really hot. What are you talking about, dog? That banger is like at least 2 inches away from the table. You point up, not down.
That's why super dark dabs are in there.
Just like your super dark wife.
That's why I call them super dark dabs.
Like
on the market. Totally
chocolate
legal.
rain.
Totally legal.
Some get wet, so feel the pain.
Black of the bear, the sweet of the juice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
they made
sir.
a song about it.
Like here it goes.
Here it goes.
And then?
And then.
Go ahead.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Wow, wow. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, is that something like that?
Okay, we're talking grow. We're growers. We're not showers.
I grow it.
Well, we got the grow and the show. So 562-653-0707. Out come the dabs, down goes the show. Once again, we made it an hour and a little change. We did well. We did well tonight.
Got dabbed out.
Let's talk to Big Pappy. Hey, Big Pappy.
What's good?
Pappy Big.
What's up, dog? Is it Big Pappy?
What up, bro? All right, I have a greenhouse question.
Okay, Hans.
Listen.
Is
Say you have bugs, what's the best way to take care of them? The most efficient? Is it spraying or those beneficial, like the predator mites and stuff like that?
I like
you
Raid.
You need to get that tracer bullets and the AR-15, Hans.
Yeah, get that with some Raid.
Shoot all those motherfuckers.
Yeah, so you know exactly where they're hitting.
Shoot the big ones and then raid the others.
Yeah, Hans. So,
night vision, dog.
If you got bugs in greenhouses, right? First off, big bugs and stuff you can keep out with screens. The right ventilation, doing all that stuff is key. Otherwise, you just want to be growing outside, unless you're using the light depth to force flower, right? But it's the same thing. Integrated pest management, and you're on it. You got to use different active ingredients. I still involve in my IPM a kill on contact, just to be sure that if there is anything that it gets taken down. I'm just not about preventative. But I alternate my 3 or 4 different products. It depends on where I'm at and what I'm battling. But in those, green cleaner is definitely a staple in my IPM. I either use Azomax or Einstein oil as well. Sometimes I will incorporate a pyrethrum, an organic pyrethrum from like Safer during veg only, because it will be broken down in the UV of the sun. I won't use it during bloom at all. And you could use some of your different antifungals. I prefer to sulfur vaporize. Sulfur vaporization leaves a small prill on the leaf surface like a dust. It basically makes it where no fungus could grow. It kills any fungus like powdery mildew or mold or anything like that. It also deters and kills bugs, right? And
Are
if
you
you're out
doing that once a week?
No, I will do it only twice during veg and once into the first week of bloom. Okay, and it's non-systemic, so it has to be on the plant to actually be effective. But as you spray other things and whatnot, it will be rinsed away, which is no big deal. I just want to keep everything down and make sure nothing starts popping up. Definitely airflow, diatomaceous earth on top of my grow medium, and then the last thing is a product called Tanglefoot that you put up and down the stalk, and that keeps little buggers from crawling up to your plants. Most people don't know that most bugs come from the ground up the stalk. They don't come swooping in like paratroopers onto your plant. Well, some do, but most of them don't. They start from the bottom. So being on the top of that, it's the same for the greenhouse as it is for the indoor.
My plant's a bottom.
Okay.
How bad is your problem to begin with? Or are you just trying to do some type of IPM program?
I'm doing more of a preventative and making sure that I don't get any bugs at all. So I don't get the caterpillars that I can't see.
Oh, yeah, caterpillars, Bacillus thuringiensis is the one you want to use.
I mean, it all starts at clone. You know, make sure that when you're doing transplant, I always like to do a quick dip in a Regalia Grandivo mix, 10 mils of each per gallon. From then, I do an IPM regimen that strictly contains a lot of the same things he said. I'll use a neem oil in conjunction with different foliars as well. I like to use those, especially at times where I'm not using the sulfur. You want to make sure if you do a sulfur burn, you're not spraying anything that has an oil or a surfactant in it, so this way you don't burn the plant tissue. You usually want to wait at least 3 to 5 days after you've applied something like that before doing a sulfur burn. Beneficial insects, especially once you get into flower. If you don't have any problems going into flower, it's a great thing to add in there just to guarantee that you're going to have good success there.
I mean, beneficial insects. I use predatory nematodes. That's one of the only beneficial insect I use. And it's just it's hard to determine if they're working, for one, to see what's going on. And people misidentify a lot of these beneficial mites and stuff for the bad ones.
It's true. I mean, but your plants are going to be the telltale of all. You know, if you have healthy plants, they're growing vigorously. You know, if you do see insects in there, it is hard to identify a lot of times if they're beneficial or not. One good thing is like root aphids, for instance, are very slow-moving insects if you see them crawling around. We use something called a hypothesis mite that actually basically takes about 2 weeks to hatch. It crawls around very similar to a root aphid, but it's very fast-moving. So, you know, depending on what type of insects you're using, you want to identify, you know, the characteristics of them, not only how they look, because a lot of the different stages of larvae and different types of insects look very similar, but if you're introducing these to the garden, you want to do a little research on them as well.
And then, of course, he uses orthene on everything. No, he doesn't use any of that.
Floramite.
What about, would you think of outdoors? And Jorge, you've done some consultations on outdoors. What about using like a borax or a barrier on the ground around?
I like the Tanglefoot that you mentioned. That's a great product.
Yeah, but it's old school too. I haven't been able to find it for a second.
It's not allowed in California anymore.
Oh, really? California ruining the game for everyone.
It's killing coyotes.
It's just carnauba wax, but I've never actually applied it to the stock. I've always just kind of applied it to the edges of the tables. If you have insects that typically climb up the tables, you put them on the legs, maybe on the you know, I like to put masking tape down on the doors, you know, and put some of that down so this way you don't have to clean it up off the concrete.
Your grow pants or shorts, whatever you use, must be fucking covered in
Oh, I hate fucking touching that, especially when you're trying to like reach into the tray and then you grab the tray and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's gnarly. It's gnarly. Big Poppy, man, I'm going to send you some gear to help you stay bug-free. I'm going to send you some Azomax from General Hydroponics. General Hydro, since 1977, they have been doing it the best and the biggest. Go to generalhydroponics.com. Liquid Karma and Rhizoblast from the other Hawthorne brand. That is Botanicare. You know them for their plastics, and now you should know them for the rolling benches. The rolling benches are super legit. I know that they're going like hotcakes, and there's pre-orders, and they're taking more orders. If you're talking about rolling benches, ease of use, design, Botanicare has it on lock, just like with their trays. They do it all so sweet. So all that stuff going to you, Big Poppy. Thanks again for calling in, man, and stay bug-free.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Obviously, we can't keep Dr. Duff out of the studio, so we're still trying. We haven't got it figured out quite yet.
What are you guys trying to say?
I'm trying to say it's time for some news with Duffaluffagus, brought to you by our friends at Nanolux. Go to nanoluxtech.com, and they specifically asked to sponsor this segment.
Yeah, they did, because this is awesome.
All right, newsboy.
All right.
All right, Dirk Duffler.
Hey, a woman claims that cocaine flew into her purse as she gets busted for it in Florida. It was a really windy day, but authorities say a Florida woman's blaming the windy day for the cocaine that they got found in her purse.
It was frying. They were frying through the air.
Yeah, they got pulled over. They smelled a little marijuana in the car, so they decided to search. And the woman had a bag on her lap. And they searched that bag, and that bag had a little bit of marijuana in it.
The marijuana.
Guess what?
Chicken butt.
And the cocaina, the good booger sugar.
I think it's cocaine.
Yeah, and the woman says, "Yo, dude, I did not have that. It's a windy motherfucking day. The window's down. You're blowing the horn at us. And of course that shit got in my bag. You planted it through the wind."
She was like, are you sure that's cocaine? Here, let me smell it real quick.
Yeah. Let me make sure that's cocaine. Let's smell that again.
Oh, that was cocaine.
Yep. She got busted. Now she's got a misdemeanor court appearance where she's got marijuana possession and cocaine possession. And El Chapo's going to fuck her.
15-year sentence in Florida.
Yep, she's fucked. And
only 5 for the coke, 10 for the weed.
And then there's this.
Okay.
A hot-ass woman dies during surgery.
What?
Because they accidentally, instead of a saline drip bag, they put a formaldehyde drip bag.
Oh.
During the surgery.
So they embalmed her.
They embalmed her alive.
Oh, my God.
And then for like 2 weeks after the surgery, they acted like there was no problem, but there was major problems going on because her frickin' organs collapsed and quit on her. And they had to put her in intensive care and flew her to a Moscow hospital.
Where?
Yeah.
Moscow? Moscow?
Moscow hospital. It happened in Russia. It was crazy, but she was so hot. I mean, you should see pictures of her. She's dead now from the formaldehyde drip.
Yeah, you can't be tricked by those hot Russians. They'll stab you. They'll slit your throat while you're asleep. Germans, too. Ask Jiggity Jerome.
But here's the situation. I would probably live through this situation that just happened. A California family gets $1.6 million after 3-year-old. Their 3-year-old kid was scarred by bed bugs.
You had this as news a couple weeks ago.
No, I think he just told us in the car.
No, this is the bed bug one, bro. This is new. Are you kidding me?
Okay, tell us.
So anyways, they lived in an apartment, and the apartment had a bed bug problem all over the place. And, the parents didn't really know what was going on, but the kids started waking up with, like, sores, and so did the parents. And the guy was a slumlord, so all he did was send in, a guy could come squirt some bug spray here and there. It didn't cause any, didn't stop the problem. It continued. Their little baby of, like, 3 months old or whatever it was getting bit the fuck up the most because he couldn't even do anything. Couldn't even wipe his face of bed bugs off, just getting bitten alive.
And that's like those little African babies with flies on their eyeballs.
They finally came out and put like this white powder all over the apartment, and they told them you got to get rid of everything. They got rid of everything they had. They put diatomaceous earth everywhere. It was a white powder fest of it. They vacuumed up one little area for themselves to sleep on the floor. But guess what?
The bed bugs came back.
They kept biting and eating their asses. So now they
Chris likes bed bugs.
Yeah, they finally got rid of the bed bugs somehow because they moved. Smart people. And they sued this landlord, and they just got $1.6 9.6.
Are they in Michigan?
This is California.
Oh.
This is in Inglewood.
Bed bugs are in Inglewood?
Inglewood. Right down
I knew
the
they were in
fucking
Novi.
street. And they're just building that big-ass stadium there, and there's going to be bed bugs in it.
I don't think bed bugs like plastic.
Or steel. Or concrete.
I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? But anyways.
You have to look into it.
Now,
High energy.
Back in the good old days, you could do this with your teachers. But nowadays, it's taboo.
What? Oral sex?
Go to their house and smoke weed with them. A woman just got busted for taking some teenagers out her school she was teaching at. She's a volunteer high school teacher. Part-time, full-time, part-time. That's what she did. And she apparently took a group of kids to her house to smoke the ganj before the school and experience the mind-altering goodness of creativity. And then brought them back and got busted because one of the kids freaked the fuck out because the creativity was so awesome. Told his mom and dad. His mom and dad fucking busted down. And now she goes into the office to face her fucking superiors. And guess what she does? Resigns immediately. Thank you, Heavy T. That's exactly what happened. No incidents. Nothing. Resigned. Now she's working at frickin' Charo Chicken, making chicken burgers for
Probably
everybody.
making more than as a teacher.
Yeah, she's fucking killing it. Now there's benefits for her.
She's swooping. She's swooping that iced tea money.
Yeah.
You pretend to ring it in, but they really don't know how much.
Yeah, they're fucking her over. Yeah, they're fucking over on the iced tea on the for the owners. It's
Yep.
fucked up.
Nice. Is she hot?
She's pretty hot. I would totally go to her house and do it with her. I was like, wow, this was the
Which
bomb.
state? Which state?
California. I just told you, dude. Yeah. No, wait. Denver. Sorry. Colorado. The last
That's a
one
big
was
difference.
California. Yeah. No, dude. It's Cali-rado, dude. Okay. Fuck. Yeah.
This is our last show.
That's about it. Oh, that's all I got.
Oh my God.
4 stories. That's all you need. And 7 years ago, I told the news.
Brought to you by NanoLux, makers of all kinds of lighting products. Come check them out. April 28th at 2 spots. In San Francisco, they will be at the Indo. You can keep the other music going. The Indo Expo, the 27th and 28th. And then April 28th at the Cerritos Hydro Shop, Customer Appreciation Day. We will be there, and we will be raffling off a 315-watt ceramic metal halide along with a bunch of other raffle gear.
Is it
like
true?
$10,000 in raffle shit.
Is it true you're going to have that Indian boy come out that lights up LED lights by just touching it?
No.
I thought that was the main attraction.
The only exhibit that we will have is you can come and touch Horty Chris.
Pretty gross.
You can pull on his new mullet he'll have at that time. Horty Chris, what about the bed bugs in Michigan, dog? Me and Horty went on this sales trip. What was this? Almost 10 years ago, probably. And I was selling some nutrients that I was importing. He was selling the dust room. We travel, we get up, travel all the way to Michigan, then go to his cousin's house. And they have me like sleeping in a recliner while they're rallying. They want to rally because they haven't seen this guy for a while, drinking Fireball and all this other stuff. I don't sleep at all that night, so I'm tired as fuck. I'm like, Horty, we got to go to a hotel, man. I got to lay down and go to sleep. I cannot sleep in a recliner that doesn't recline. Especially like they gave me a towel and been like, don't worry about the stains, put the towel down. But we go and I'm like so tired. And when I'm tired, sometimes I talk in my sleep, right? So he's like, I don't know about this place, man. And there's already big billboard signs up that say, warning bed bugs.
Yeah, got bed bugs? Call this exterminator, like billboards everywhere.
Yeah. And we, so straight up, this fool, it's like 7 in the morning and I just fall asleep. And no, it's at night and I wake up 7 in the morning. This fool's on the edge of his bed, fully clothed, and those side-by-side beds looking at me like straight up staring at me. And I'm like, wake up, I'm like, oh shit.
Why are you
And
looking
I
at
immediately
him, dog?
start thinking, in my sleep, was I talking shit about this fool? Was I like, fuck
gonna
Horty
stab
Chris,
you.
this shit? And he goes, dog, I need to talk to you. And I was like, oh, fuck, I was talking shit. And he goes, dog, and he does his hand like this where he slaps it. He's all, this place had bed bugs. What happened? You somehow saw a bed bug and he ended up sleeping in like the trunk of his car?
I went to go to bed and I went to pull back the sheets and I saw a bed bug run across the pillow.
So you let him sleep all night.
And he was sleeping and I was like, man, fuck this, dude. And I went and slept in the car.
Yeah, but the life of a hydro entrepreneur out on the road. But he was convinced that there were bed bugs everywhere in Michigan, which there pretty much is. There pretty much is. Okay, 562-653-0707. We're taking a quick break. Keep the songs real short, Saint. We have Lewis, creator of Captain Cannabis and the Cosmic Crusaders, coming right up after this break.
All right.
So stay tuned. It's Heavy T's Grow Show on the one and the only DFZRadio.com.
This shit is sus. I'm way too lost. What's going on here, guys? Don't put me on. I just don't know what's true. I'm getting this feeling in my gut that I should listen to. So hard to know what's really up when I'm not next to you. Baby, I'm way too high. Or is there something going on? I can't see with my eyes. With my eyes, though. Is someone telling lies? I could be tripping, but it seems like something's just not right. Just not right here. Am I acting paranoid? Oh Lord, don't tell me I'm slipping. That's just stress I can't afford, so please tell me this is different. I got sweaty palms when I shake your hands. I don't take no chance. Girl, you ain't my girl and you ain't my man. You know, I don't trust nobody at first glance at all. Out to take my soul and take my capital. They tell me I'm stressing on things that ain't me. Oh well, that may be true, but I can't change how I feel. So, baby, I'm way too high. Or is there something going on? I can't see with my eyes. With my eyes, though. Is someone telling lies? I could be tripping, but it seems like something's just not right. Just not right here. Don't wait till it's way too late. Don't let them get over. You might have to make them pay.
Cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Terpinator.
Did you say Terpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Terpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Terpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. You know, I can tell the Terpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Terpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Terpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
DFZRadio.com.
Best friend, she's always been good to me. She come and take all my troubles away. drift away. Yeah. High grade is the type of love that she give to me. High grade, me need her each and every day. High grade, come check me today. I need the high grade, you know. Mary Jane, that's my best friend. She's always been good to me. Come and take all my troubles away. And some people say I learned my lesson. She's not right and she's not good for me. But please don't take my Mary Jane away. Cause she's the high grade is the type of love that she give to me. High grade, me need her each and every day. High grade, come check me today, Mary Jane. High grade, you know. Oh, yeah, she am my first love. That she give to me. High grade, me need her each and every day. High grade, come check me today. I need the high grade.
One of the biggest challenges is creating and maintaining a stable, consistent environment for your plants to flourish. Without a reliable climate, you could lose your entire crop. Proper dehumidification can make all the difference, giving you the advantage you need to bring in a high-yield harvest. Quest dehumidifiers can transform your unstable growing environment into one that allows you to achieve and maintain precise conditions in which plants can flourish. This includes deterring and preventing the growth of destructive molds throughout each growing stage. Quest has the most energy-efficient dehumidifiers available, using the least amount of electricity and removing more pints of water per kilowatt at the widest temperature range. Quest's innovative design also creates the lightest heat load on your HVAC, paying for itself in energy savings. With overhead mount capability, Quest lets you maximize your grow space and profits. Made in the USA, Quest meets or exceeds the highest standards. Our products are known for their reliability and they are backed up by industry-leading warranty. Quest's dehumidifiers will efficiently control humidity from germination to harvest, maintaining a growing environment that's vital to the success of indoor and hydroponic gardening. Protect your investment, your plants, and your profits with Quest. Call our friends at Quest for a free consultation at 877-420-1330. That's 877-420-1330.
Yo, what is? Welcome back, Heavy T's Grow Show, baby. What's growing on? Call and tell us any of your cannabis growing questions or regular vegetables or any-style growing questions. You call in 562-653-0707. You get hooked up with some good grow information and also hooked up with some grow gear to step your game up. While we're waiting for some of you to call in and light up these lines, we're going to get to our next guest. This is Lewis Davidson. Let's talk to Lewis. Bring him up real quick. Yo, what's growing on, Lewis? How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh man, we're kindred souls here. We're on the same track. I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Excellent. Thanks for having me on the show, gentlemen. You guys do a great job. I really enjoy the show.
I'd
like to give a shout out to Ruben for turning me on to you guys and giving me some love on my Captain Cannabis page.
Nice.
And I'm just proud to be on the air with the great show. And part of what is so amazing in this industry is you guys doing it and inspiring people out on the West Coast who take stuff for granted. Because we fought hard to get legal out here, but I got family, in every state, and I just want to give them a moment of love right now. Don't quit the fight. Don't stop fighting for your right to grow weed wherever you're at. And I pray for you every night, and I love you all.
That's a good intro there, Lewis. And let me add that the fight's not over on the West Coast. We have Prop 64 here in California, but there are people and movements out there to squash the home grower, to keep home growers out of the marketplace. We have to maintain and fight for our right to grow our own, and it's not over yet. But absolutely, Lewis, I appreciate you coming on too. And let's go a little bit before we go into your products and what you do. Currently, you've been an activist for quite a while, so you're not just off the cuff paying lip service to the prohibition basic prisoners that have gone through the real rough times that a lot of people these days won't even know. But you've been doing this since 1992.
That is correct. Yeah.
I've
had skin in the game for a long time, ever since I heard Jack Herrera speak. And I literally had to go. I didn't have any money in my pocket. And I asked Jack Herrera if he would wait for me so I could go get money and buy a book. And I came back and he was gone. But he had left me an autographed copy.
Booyah! And that's awesome, dude. But in 1992, when all that was happening, you were getting in. So let's roll it back a second, okay? Let's take people down the memory lane with Lewis. Cannabis, per se. How did you get introduced to cannabis? Was it at an early age, or was it later on in life?
I mean, I had my brother and sister. I was born in the 70s, and I had a slightly older brother and sister on the tail end of the 70s, when I was brought into the world. And, I mean, they had weed grown in the backyard. I knew what it was. My brother told me what it was. I've been experienced with people smoking it and doing it my entire life. I experimented with growing at an early age, but I did not do it seriously commercially and legitimately as a career and a thing that I had to do until just a few years ago in Arizona. And I can relate to being squeezed out of a grower production market. But my journey for weed actually started late in life for most people. I didn't really start smoking. I experimented my junior year, but I was just weird. I had a mohawk and I was a skateboarder, but I was a straight A student. I was just weird. I didn't need drugs in high school. I got high on skateboarding and knowledge. That was my thing. And I wasn't really into pot until I had a friend who I looked up to. He was a skateboarder, and he was one of the first people to get licensed in Colorado. And that was the first person that I would say influenced me for cannabis. I had seen it, been around it. It was never really my thing, but when that one particular friend who I looked up to, he was cool. He had the car. He was the skateboarder. He was the rebel.
He had the chicks.
We all had that one friend. So that guy, I'll just give his initials, PT, was one of the main people to turn me on.
Okay, and you went down this purely recreational, right? This was, we all believed and saw studies from abroad that talked about the medicinal properties of medicine, and all the way back into basically written history of mankind. But where we started in the 90s there, I'm right there with you. It was purely recreational, right? And for me, it was, hey, I got some good weed, and these chicks are into smoking good weed, so I'm going to use that to try and hang out with these hot chicks.
Recreational, like most people, that is our indoctrination. It really is. But that's just, it's a cyclical phase. The 70s, the 80s, yeah, absolutely early indoctrination, recreational. And it wasn't until later when it became medical. And it was honestly through hemp seed oil as an affordable regularly available product that I ever really started using it and embracing it medicinally. And I know there's a lot of confusion about, hemp seed oil. So when I say hemp seed oil, I'm saying something you can buy at a grocery store or a natural food store, the oil pressed from the hemp seed itself. That was like my first product I regularly bought from hemp, and I would use that in smoothies and salad dressings. And then, of course, the seeds, cheese, beer, anything I could get. But so far as using cannabis as medicine, to me, and also for many people, is the concept of what's known as RSO or FICO, where you hear of full-spectrum cannabis oil extracts actually curing people. So I have to give credit to that as really igniting the passion. Like, you hear the risk people took to grow and procure plants and produce the concentrates, but the reward of people being awoke and restored in faith, and we're talking miracles with this plant. So you can't deny that RSO, Rick Simpson oil, FICO was a big influence for many of us, not just smoking, but really wanting to produce the solutions that so many of our brothers and sisters suffer from in this this era of pills and pollution.
You can make your own RSO fairly simply. I don't know what the laws are on actually telling people now how to make it, but it's available online. But again, another reason to grow your own. I've owned grow stores. I've done this show. I've been growing for 25 plus years, and I see what people put into their plants on a daily basis, and it's hard for me to accept cannabis from anyone that I don't know what they're putting directly into it. And the best way to limit that is grow it yourself.
Yeah.
For sure. So
that is the message to one and all. Until in all 50 states you can grow weed, the battle's just not over. That is a sovereign right, in my opinion, and it is historically and factually, if you dig deep enough. It is absolutely a sovereign right to grow weed. And that's a human right. I'm not talking American. That is just a human right. That is what we've been using for is long.
It's in our DNA. Our body has receptors to accept cannabinoids, which are the full spectrum of active ingredients and non-active ingredients in the cannabis plant. And you spoke on clean medicine, on full spectrum. In my notes here, it talks about your expertise of hash oil production using a solvent-free method to produce rosin and various grades of concentrates. Is that because you want the full spectrum effect and you're able to maintain that when you extract through those methods?
Like on the West Coast, Colorado, California, Oregon, where I live, Washington State, people have been dabbing and using concentrates, and there's a lot of people like back where I'm from, Florida, they only know flour. It's good flour, but that's all they know. And in my experience consuming for so long, if you're consuming like sativas all the time grown hydroponically, you will get into like an endocannabinoid rut where there's like deficiencies in other areas and too much in a certain area, and it can put you out of balance, So to me, solvent-free hash oil, because it's instantaneous, it's fresh, it's terpy, it's potent, it's the essence of the plant. It's like we've taken time and history and these methods for producing it and just smash it all together into rosin. It's just incredible. I fell in love with it. When I came to Oregon, I just fell in love with solvent-free hash oil and rosin and learned the history and the art and the science. And it's just, to me, it's magic. And that's what I do here in Oregon is my company is PDX Dabs, and my goal is to make get the freshest, best organic flower. And there's amazing growers in Oregon with amazing trees.
We have a lot of growers that are licensed in that we know up in Oregon. You want to give a shout out and how, if you're looking to procure legal cannabis, you want to give a shout out how they can work with you?
I'm Captain Cannabis, and I'm in Oregon, and my company is DB0 LLC, and one of my doing business as it's for one of my main products I'm bringing to market is it's PDX dabs, and I'm looking for organic flower producers to work with me to produce a variety of grades of solvent-free hash oil. I work with two locals. I work with Brandon Olson of Team Rosin, who in my opinion makes the best rosin press. And I also work with Hexnail. And Hexnail, these are both Oregon companies, startups, and that's why this industry is so exciting, not just growing, but the production and the consumption, amazing stuff going on. But Hexnail makes software that runs on your phone or tablet to control your e-rig. So together we are looking for partners who
You
want
can heat up
to
your rig before you get home.
high-quality solvent-free hash oil and produce it into premium products and enjoy vaping it responsibly in the Oregon rec market.
Well,
Get at me.
Let me ask you. Yeah, you're not in Oregon and you don't grow good weed. Sorry, Duff. And you're not licensed.
I'll drive it up. Actually, if you want to heat up your rig, you just get a Wemo switch to an e-nail, and before you get home, you're just like, boop, it's on.
Oh yeah, there you go. The life hack. The hey, dude, hey, Lewis. So we're here with Lewis Davidson. He's a cannabis and hemp activist. He's also creator of Captain Cannabis and the Cosmic Crusaders. Let me ask you this last thing while it's on my mind. I see that you worked in Arizona as a medical caregiver. You're you were a part of the Normal Rockford, Illinois chapter way back in the day. It sounded like you spent some time in Colorado, and now you're in Oregon. I'm sure you spent plenty of time in California as well. Out of all those places, who grows the best weed?
Dr. Duff.
In my experience, for what I've tried, I haven't been in a situation recently where I've had all of the flower from all of the markets and looked at it from like a judging perspective. I can say that I've been absolutely amazed by the quality of flower in Colorado, Oregon, and California. But historically, factually, it's my understanding that other than Amsterdam and historic areas where they've just been doing land-raised production for years, California is the premier cultivation mecca.
Oh, there you go, Lewis.
Maybe like Israel or some like.
I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna company man that answer and say they're all the same, but you came through with the California guys on the line. You know who you're talking to, Lewis.
That's why.
It would be dishonest to say otherwise when I'm holding in my hand marijuana horticulture medical growers Bible by Jorge Cervantes.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Jack Herrera.
Yep.
You know, so it's like the facts, the history are there. Humboldt County.
It's part of, and more than any of those other places, and there's weed smoking going on. In California, it's part of our culture for so long, even prior to medical cannabis and so forth. It's literally that, and I kind of feel like the fledgling recreational market here is kind of an example of that. Like people are like, my brother grows better weed than I could go buy for these huge tax dollars. I'm gonna get a zip from him or whatever it is. And everyone knows someone. Everyone's got really good weed, and it's just it's a different culture than it is anywhere else. So, hey, Lewis, tell me a little bit about this series you got on Amazon. It's a short film, and it's based on a comic book that you're also the creator of. It's called Captain Cannabis and the Cosmic Crusaders. Well, what is it? What is it?
How it all began is back in the 90s when I finally got turned on to weed, and it just took over my life. The alter ego Captain Cannabis was born. I was a DJ. I've been a DJ half my life. I owned a jungle drum and bass record label. I put out music. My first artist I signed was Gridlock. You know, I put out one of my most recent artists was Zardonic. I did 8 vinyl records, 5 CDs, huge catalog of music. Before that, I was a DJ myself, and I love hip-hop, and I grew up spinning hip-hop. And Captain Cannabis was my rapper alter ego that gave birth to a song called G-Force that I recorded in 1993 in a basement this kid named Keith. We lived together in a house, and in the basement, I had my turntables and my setup, and I had a Gemini, mixer with a sampler, and I actually was talking about it today. I sampled the Beastie Boys, Public Enemy, How to Entertain Your Lover with Topless Belly Dancing, and Ted Nugent's The Double Live Gonzo album. And in one day and in one take, I did it old school hip hop DJ style, and I recorded the beat with my friend Matt, and then I drank a 40 and I smoked a blunt, and I recorded my rap song G-Force in one take.
Where do we get this G-Force so we can play it on the air?
I want to hear it.
Oh, well, the most recent version is on YouTube. If you look up Captain Cannabis G-Force, that's the recent mix, because I actually only have it on tape.
All right. Well,
I only have it mixed down. I can give you all the original.
VHS?
So Captain Cannabis, the short film, is basically a biography of your alter ego, which is a DJ rapper.
Like, my life is a cartoon.
Nice.
Okay, explain. Like, it seems like you're all over the place with cannabis and with music. You're a dude wearing many hats, and now you've put it all down on paper. What are some of the like in the comic books? What are some of the storylines that Captain Cannabis gets himself into?
Us. It's us. It represents who we are. We're DJs, musicians, producers, creators who use the plant and love it and want to share that passion with people. So the whole premise of Captain Cannabis and the Cosmic Crusaders, and you can buy the animated short film based on the comic book on iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon Prime. You can buy it, and it's 8 minutes and 16 seconds, and that's about how long it takes to smoke a joint. But basically, it's about me as a DJ and an MC with my friends, and the other friends or characters. You have, in addition to Captain Cannabis, you have Brother Blunt, Marijuana Man, Sister Sativa, and Cole, and we're in a group, and we're performing, and like we get attacked by the DEA, and they try to take us out. But aliens save us and take us to their planet where they live at one with the plant, and they alter our DNA, and we become fully activated endocannabinoid systems, and we become superheroes. So the aliens send us back to the planet to resurrect the funk because we didn't it's too late. Like, another catastrophe already happened.
So who plays
and
George
everyone's
Clinton?
living underground, and we have to connect with the hemp resistance and use our alien technology and weed weapons to save mankind and bring the hemp resistance out from the underground to fight back against the corporatocracy.
You should write in
The struggle we're dealing with now, I wrote about 20 plus years ago, and it's all coming true.
It is.
Captain Cannabis is when I was rapping on tour across America fighting for our right to grow weed. I invented weed cosplay by accident because I had to wear a suit to protect me from getting harassed by the police, like what happened to me in Tampa. So that's how it all came together. I'm just a dude who loves weed and was rapping about it.
What happened in Tampa?
Yeah, dude.
What happened?
I had a hemp clothing company called Hempico, and the police took from me. They said I didn't have a vendor's license, and they roughed me up, and they took all my gear, like all my hats, all my T-shirts. Like, I was driving around in a van selling merch, and they took my gear from me.
Haters.
Fuckers.
Hey, you know what? You should write in Dr. Duff as an energy-sapping duff grower that is trying to kill the endocannabinoid system, and you guys got to fight him off. That is Dr.
I love it. That's awesome.
That is Dr. Duff. So
better pay my ass.
You also, and I'm telling you, when I say a lot of, no one gets paid here, especially not you.
I better.
I get paid, but Aaliyah gets paid. Jerome gets paid, but not you.
You get paid?
Well, you guys are money. I think your show's awesome, and you guys do a good job.
Well,
you really know what you're talking about. So I definitely recommend if there's any first-time listeners enjoy. It's a lot better than talking on Facebook and these stupid forums. Like, you guys have real knowledge.
Thank you.
It's a convenient way to learn, and it's enjoyable. I think you guys have a great program.
I appreciate it. We try to be fun. You were making fun things too. You have the comic books, the activism, the dab company, but now you got a video game called Htgs. Now, I assume this isn't about taking a dump. This is something else to do with space. Actually, Htgs is a moon rock type of product that is an organic twaxed product that you make as well. And then the video game too.
I'm bringing those to market. It's a licensable product. I'm already good in the Colorado market, but I have trademarks so that we can bring that product to market according to the process, the method, and make that product available. But it's like a twax moon rock. While I was in Arizona, like most growers do, you experiment with the different products that you make for your patients. And we've all taken the bud and rolled it in the ingredients and try to make something that's a fun combo of different flavors and strains to make the ultimate flavored hit.
Right.
So the concept of taking a bud, putting it in a concentrate, rolling it in a variety of keef or two, and then putting something on top isn't new. And I got to give a shout out to Pumpkin, formerly of High Times Magazine, who works for Chance now. They had me come out and perform as Captain Cannabis at the Wetlands Cafe in Manhattan at an event where they had the Hemp Eco Pavilion. And that's where they had a bowl, and we're listening to this reggae band with this DJ, and it was just awesome. And Pumpkin hands me this bowl at this High Times party. And it was like the early version where the people were mixing the layers. You know what I'm saying? It was like a bud and then a this and then a that. And he gave it to me, and it was like a banana split fucking hot fudge sundae. I don't know. It was just awesome.
What are you doing in the video game? What are you doing in the video game with it?
That's all. That's my version.
You got flaming Htgs in the video game. You got to dodge or something, or you got to catch?
I smoked heroin once.
Well, the game is free on iOS and Play, and you have to vaporize buds to save humanity. Like, there's these giant asteroids and buds and chunks of pot from another planet, and that planet's where the aliens take us in the comic book. So the story extends into the video game world. So you have to be Captain Cannabis and fly the surf or the space spliff and vaporize these buds, because if they're so big, if they hit the planet, we'll all die. So the right man for the job is obviously the captain, but you get to be the captain in the game. And it's music me and my friends made, and we made the sound effects like the lighter flick and the bong rip. And it was just, the game was inspired by Portland. You know, I came here and my friends gave me a tour of the city, and, you know, it just had a great time. It's about cheeseburgers, donuts, and bongs. Like, that was...
Everything that Chris loves.
When I came to Portland, that's what it was about. Like, there's great glass blowers here. There's a great foodie scene here. And, of course, Voodoo Donuts and amazing weed. I got high as fuck and had a great time, so I fell in love with all
the
that
basketball
shit,
team's named the Blazers. Of course it's great.
Come on, bro. Where you been?
They were the Trailblazers. Now they're the Htgs Blazers. Lewis, man, it's been great talking to you, dude. I hope that we have a chance to hang out sometime and burn one down. Like Lewis said, guys, cannabis is the healing of the nation. Maintain the right to grow your own. And if you're in Portland, check out PDX Stabs. Hit them up if you are a licensed facility that wants to collaborate with them. Also, Captain Cannabis and the Cosmic Crusaders. You can download it at Amazon, on Google Play Store, or iTunes. And make sure to check out Htgs as well. Lewis, Captain Cannabis, thank you so much, man. We're going to take you out with a little G-Force, dog.
This is Captain Cannabis, and this is my pro-weed rap song. A to the B to the C to the D to the E to the F to the what? G-Force, of course, is all about ganja. Of course, it's for and behind it, and the gun not to kill it. But that will never happen so long as I keep rapping about spliffs, blunts, and stunts. Yeah, all that ish. Because I love marijuana, cannabis sativa. Do you? Well, if so, you know it's time to wake your soul. Free the herb, yes, and pack another bowl, cause you know it's time to take control of the situation in this nation. If you love the Chiba indica, scream with elation. If you love the sativa herb, jump around and get disturbed of the fact that when you get caught with the implant, your ass gets jacked. Politicians are the masterminds with the little brains behind the game, and the winners go crack cocaine. And yet you know the pot is natural cause it grows for free. Maybe that's why the government hates it, cause they cannot make us pay a fee unless that fee is a penalty. Freaking fine, so stupid it blows my mind. A kick right in the behind. All for a holy gift, which seems to be the only answer for people who are living a nightmare, like people with AIDS and cancer. Now tell me, how can you be against something that makes life better? The stuff is so versatile, you can use it to make a hemp sweater. Just like my rhymes, the facts get better and better and better. Oh yeah, now Somalia, China, Ethiopia, I know you heard it all before about people starving and living so damn poor. Well listen up, because it must be heard. You can cure world hunger with the seeds of the herb. Maybe these facts got played so much they became before. You won't get bored, you won't want to ignore me. When I funky kick reality, see, like that. I'll tell you about destitution in another country that ends in an A. I'm tucker right here in the USA, so hey, let's funk it and wise up. Time to open your third eyes up. Maybe next time a person says pee in this, throw back the cup, cause this is our fight, alright? This is my right to get high today and be high all night. I smoke pot of this, I'm proud. If you smoke pot, won't you say it out loud? Come on, crowd, shake your ass, proud. You gotta free your mind, free your soul, free the herb, and pack another bowl. You gotta free your mind, free your soul, free the herb, and pack another bowl. You gotta free your mind, free your soul, free the herb, and pack another bowl. You gotta free your mind, and free your soul, and free the herb, and pack another bowl. Oh yeah, come on, party people, you know what to do. All of America, I'm talking to you. Time to wake the funk up, it's what we must do. Captain Cannabis, peace out.
DFCRadio.com.
You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop. Tell them Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad Junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right. Go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right.
Yeah. Meow. Meow. Meow.
Hey, I'm in the zone. Dude, this shit is awesome.
Sorry, Horty. Game over.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy T's Grow Show. Thank you so much. I love it.
Hey,
every day.
Thank you for
Every
the
Wednesday.
thank you for the birthday.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are going to work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So, I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
That was awesome.
Okay, got your ballasts, check. Reflectors, check. Fans, check. Just about ready to get growing. The last thing you need is your bulbs.
Let me get like 12 of whatever's the cheapest you got.
Bro, really? You're using the best soils, best nutrients, best equipment, and you're going to use an Econo brand lamp? If you really want the best of the best, you need to go with the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamp. Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps have the highest quality and consistency in their construction, and they're engineered to give your plants the light spectrum they need for the best growth and biggest harvest. Plus, Ushio is the only company that offers 2100 micromole light output without needing to overdrive your lamps and ballast. That means more light for your plants and longer light for your lamps.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay, sold. Give me the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps.
Professional growers know not every lamp will give plants what they need to optimize their growth and yields and maximize profits. That's why the pros choose Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps. Offered in a full range of high-pressure sodium, metal halide, and ceramic metal halide options, Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps ensure that your plants are covered from seed to harvest no matter what lighting system you're using. For over 50 years, Ushio has been a trusted name and a leader in specialty lighting, and they stand by the name with a no questions asked 1-year warranty. So whether you run 5 lights or 500, you can be confident that you're buying the best horticulture lamps on the market. As for Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps, and make sure to check them out online at www.ushio.com.
You are listening to Heavy T's Grow Show on DFZ Radio Network.
What is? Hey, are you a soil grower and tired of using salt and synthetic-based fertilizers and not getting the results that you wanted? Well, for hydroponics, those products work great. But in soil, they suck. All those feeding schedules are out of range for what we think is good for soil growers. Mission Fertilizer is a new product on the market that's specific to soil gardening. They have a grow, bloom, and boost. It's a super premium organic 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost. It's a feeding program that can be used in bag soils like Ocean Forest and Happy Frog, Victory Mix, or Empire Builder, even Roots Organic, Royal Gold, and so forth. It can be used in any soil mix. Super simple to use, 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost to get the most out of your garden. It's organic listed, pH stable, and safe to use with tap water. No need to ppm or EC or pH your tap water if you're mixing in Mission Fertilizer liquid. Go to missionfertilizer.com, grow the best, and see the proof is in the plants.
One of the biggest challenges is creating and maintaining a stable, consistent environment for your plants to flourish. Without a reliable climate, you could lose your entire crop. Proper dehumidification can make all the difference, giving you the advantage you need to bring in a high-yield harvest. Quest dehumidifiers can transform your unstable growing environment into one that allows you to achieve and maintain precise conditions in which plants can flourish. This includes deterring and preventing the growth of destructive molds throughout each growing stage. Quest has the most energy-efficient dehumidifiers available, using the least amount of electricity and removing more pints of water per kilowatt at the widest temperature range. Quest's innovative design also creates the lightest heat load on your HVAC, paying for itself in energy savings. With overhead mount capability, Quest lets you maximize your grow space and profits. Made in the USA, Quest meets or exceeds the highest standards. Our products are known for their reliability, and they are backed up by industry-leading warranty. Quest's dehumidifiers will efficiently control humidity from germination to harvest, maintaining a growing environment that's vital to the success of indoor and hydroponic gardening. Protect your investment, your plants, and your profits with Quest. Call our friends at Quest for a free consultation at 877-420-1330. That's 877-420-1330.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
DFZRadio.com.
Oh, good.
That sucked.
Burrs. Hey, shout out to Captain Cannabis. Thanks for coming on the show, dude. Lewis. Good stuff, man. I hope that we do get to hang out. I try to keep them on the line, but I guess our communication got crossed. Anyways, Heavy T's Grow Show. We're talking grow. 562-653-0707. D. Hey, D, what's growing on tonight?
Hey, what's up, bro?
You know what's good with it. Doing the show.
Thanks, man. This is I was already done. I was already done with my I was already done with everything, and my mom right as soon as I hit it on flood, one of my plants just like withered up and it turned kind of yellowish, like it's flushed the way it's supposed to, but then it just kind of the leaves couldn't handle it or something, and just like a gopher ate that son of a bitch, you know. And I never seen that. No, I just didn't know if nothing happened to the rest of them, just that one. So
well, your plant like disappeared.
I don't know what it could be. You know what I mean?
All right, let's slow down. Let's go back. You started to flush, and then the leaves turned yellow and shriveled up. And what happened to the buds? Did the buds yellow out too?
No, they kind of still stay frosty and everything, but it just kind of like seemed like it wasn't getting no juice. It seemed like it sucked everything out of my leaves. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Once you start flushing, it's not getting any juice. Yeah, dude. So this is the thing I've heard people to say before. They come in. You're welcome, dude. Thank you for making fun of me. The one chance you give, Mr. Supercuts, Dr. Supercuts with your stupid polo. Fuck your polo.
Jace.
Fuck your wife too. Just like Callie Breeze.
Jace.
People come in and they say, T, everything was looking great, and then the last week it got cold and my nugs shrunk. The nugs were never there, dog. The nugs were never there. So sometimes, right, you get a big fluffy nug, you're like, that shit is going to be dank, it's fire. And then it turns out to be wispy nothing. So right environment, making sure that, the right temperature, what you're giving the plant, as far as food, TLC, all of those things are going to determine the thickness, the density of your flowers. If it's too cold, like if they're outside this time or earlier in the year, they'll be wispy as hell. If it's low light, they'll be wispy. Or if you harvested them a little bit early. The death of the leaves, once you start flushing, Horty, I don't know. Like immediate death, that's out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
But unless he let it wilt, and then when he hydrated it, it somehow released some nutrient, which shouldn't be happening when you're flushing. What did you flush it with, first off, dude? Was it just water, or did you
use GH? I use GH.
The FluoroClean? Can you overdo the FluoroClean? Can you put too much FluoroClean in? I'm asking the guys.
I mean, you probably could, but
way.
You used FluoroClean. Did you use it at the label directions?
I flushed with biochar.
Yeah, man, I was running a 10-gallon reservoir hydro, and I used 50 milliliters. Maybe 100, because I think it's 50 for a 5-gallon.
Yeah, that's recommended.
I think I might use 100, but
and it was just RO water and the FluoroClean.
Maybe?
Yeah, it's clean water, man. RO.
Sounds about right.
pH maybe.
Yeah, and then the reason why I'm saying is because I got 4 in the hydro, 4 plants, and I think that was actually the biggest one. It was really huge, man. Took over almost all my space, but the other 3 are perfect. There's nothing wrong with them. I got, they're running on the same water, everything. And I just don't know, maybe. And what I did find though, I had some little bugs that were like black and orange spotted, kind of like turtle shell but they were small, man. And that's the only thing I had. I didn't have any other kind of bugs
beetle?
or nothing like that. And I don't know what kind of bugs those were.
Did you get in a fight with your hyena right before you started flushing? She went and put some bleach in there?
Nah, man, I didn't. None. It just seemed like I thought that it was actually going good. I was like, because that was the one that was turning more yellowish.
Mm-hmm. How long did it take? How long did it?
As soon as I hit the flush, that's what I was wanting.
How long after you poured the flush through it did they turn yellow and shrivel up?
I didn't notice it, but it happened the first day, and then by the second or third day. And it actually didn't happen to the whole thing. It happened on the bottom of it, on the bottom of the branch. It was the first signs of it. As soon as I cut that part off, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna cut this off because it doesn't look good. It looked really wilted, like just so not. Even the leaves weren't coming up, nothing. They just went straight down, like a
dehydrated.
So wait a minute. You're
there's no damn gophers in my hydro system.
Hey dog.
Line 2 has a tough time hearing that.
You're in hydro, and what kind of hydro is it?
What kind of what? Oh, the DWC is DWC.
So when you poured the flush in there, did you pour it in and then dump it out and not put any water back in?
No, I put it in there and I just let it,
How do the roots look? Are there
he let the DWC run with the final flush.
Mm-hmm. I got that much.
Or the FluoroClean, I'm sorry.
I got that much.
Maybe he should. I thought you should maybe rinse
for,
out.
For whatever reason, because they're all running on the same drip, you know, on the same water's hitting it on all of them, you know. That was the biggest one though, and I'm thinking that maybe it needed more nutrients or something.
Well, hold on, D. Something you said about the high. Shut up, Duff. You're not helping out D at all.
He's not telling us something.
Shut up, Duff.
Something's going on.
So how he described it was a wilting. And in DWC, there's plenty of water unless he didn't put it in. Hold on, D. Hold on. Let's help you out. The wilting is because, think of the plant like this. It's a giant hydraulic, and the liquid inside the hydraulic to keep it taut, where the leaves stick out and the stalk stays up, is the water. So if you start seeing the leaves fall down, that's because there's no liquid in it. It's not that they're not getting nutrient. They weren't getting water up in there. In DWC, a lot of time, hold on, D. A lot of time, people will have root problems, and that is usually a telltale sign that the root problem is not keeping the plant hydrated. So I'm asking you, what do your roots look like? Were they brown or mushy, or were they white and
kind of white, but they had a tint on them, a little tint.
Did they smell?
No, nothing. Just maybe like dry, but not. I mean, even kind of like a dirt smell, but there's no dirt. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just.
Yeah, well, it depends. That could just be a stain from using Humix, or if you're using 3-part, the micro stain.
Did you pour the FluoroClean?
They were huge, though, man. They were really, really big. It was the biggest one out of all of them.
Yeah,
Did you pour the FluoroClean through the top of the bucket and flush out the actual medium, or just put it in the bottom?
Well, look, I have. It's like an NFT/DWC. I got them in the reservoir, and I got them really good pumping it on top of the base of the every plant. 4 plants. It's split in 4, and the water's, you know, it's not, and it's like a three half inch or 3/4 inch without no drip or nothing. Just all and just coming out like a water hose. It's just full blast, you know, and it's dripping down all the way down to the bucket.
I'm wondering if when you flushed out from the top of each bucket, you probably should have checked the EC, because you may have had a huge buildup of nutrients inside the pots, and you flushed it all into the water, and you may have frizzle fried the plant.
So I'm thinking something, and I'm hoping not the roots, but I don't know what else, you know.
Well, it's an uptake problem, definitely. I don't think it has to do with the nutrient. I think it was just do with the water, and it's a fucking kick in the balls, I know, to get that far and have it all kind of fall apart at the end. Chalk it up to experience, and it's growing is farming. It's growing. Shit could happen, go sideways at any point. Just learn from it. DWC, are you an experienced grower, or was this just your first time?
It was my second time doing hydro, but I was just trying to. Before I didn't use a really good line of nutrient, so this time I was I was doing GH Force Performance Pack, the series.
Yeah.
And then it worked out good, man. And all the other ones, man, they're really nice, frosty nuggets, man. Just that one just didn't turn out. That was the biggest one. I was depending on that.
Man.
It was my first run.
You know what also could have been that plant was so big that when you started flushing it, it just went into a huge nutrient deficiency and shocked the plant.
Man. It just needed it. Yeah, it needed more nutrients, but it's already time. You know, maybe just maybe over.
Okay, so the solution at flush, if you start seeing the plant die too rapidly, is not to let it reach the flowers. For all the other listeners,
right?
If the plant is dying, if somehow you miss the sweet spot on your flush or how to flush it, just pull it down. If the flowers still look good, get them there. And it's not as if you're actually flushing the nutrient out of the plant has already absorbed the nutrient in ion form. You're just encouraging it to use up what it has stored up. So maybe it didn't have a lot stored. Maybe it was deficient at another point. We could speculate on all different types of things.
And growing different strains in the same system leads to problems like this.
I'm gonna rule out virus. I'm gonna rule out like a pathogen above the soil line. It could be a pathogen in the circulated the circulating system, but the roots still look good. They were still white. I don't think it was the product that I used because it was just on one plant. Maybe it was strain specific, and that plant was an earlier finisher, and it was past its dew point.
Maybe that would have maybe left like something in my root, something, or maybe my roots or something. Maybe ate it up a little bit.
Well, pests and things like that could also be a cause of a plant not taking up the water properly. So D, listen, man, it was great talking to you. I am going to help you grow a little bit better. I'm going to send you some of the original green pads to get you a little bit more bulk. Hang them up, give them a squirt. CO2 will rain down on your plants. The original green pads available at your local hydro stores and at greenpadco2.com. I'm going to help make your plants even better and make them AAA. I'm going to send you a gallon of the Turpinator, my dude. I'm going to also send you some Cali Magic from General Hydroponics and some Rhizoblast for your roots from Botanicare.
That's what's up. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man.
No doubt. Talk to my man Marcos. He's going to tell you what you have to do. For everyone else, prizes get out to you about 4 to 6 weeks. Or so. They come directly. Marcos will contact you. Make sure that you give him your right phone number and email address because it will confirm your shipping before shipping it out. All right. Oh, God. Blur. The blurring. What is this Blur? Should I just give out his phone number on the air and people call him? Yeah. Is that Blur? I can't read what it says.
Blur.
Says the blurring. I don't know. He might have fell asleep or some shit. All right, Blur, call back if you want.
Yeah, he looks like he has like that narcolepsy.
We got Bert. What up, Bert?
What's going on?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, so my plants here are on week 3 as of today. And I'm no expert here, but I think they're experiencing what some would call nutrient toxicity or nitrogen toxicity. I'm using the Mission fertilizers. Shouts to the Heavy Tea Grow Show and Mission Fertilizers.
Shout out to those guys. They're cool.
Yeah. And so I was wondering, like, I've been going on. I haven't given them any breaks between watering, I've given them nutrients with every water. And they're the tips of them, they're like out, like they're like praising the sun, but then the tips of them kind of sink down a little bit. And I don't know whether I should flush or just let them keep going with that because I see some like finished plants that have kind of like curly leaves like that.
So you're at you said week 3 though.
Week 3 of flower, yeah.
So you've seen finished plants at other people's gardens, not yours.
Not mine, yes, not mine. Like on the internet and stuff.
Okay, and you're in Super Soil?
I'm in Fox Farms Ocean Forest.
How long were they in there before you started adding the Mission?
Probably a month, maybe even a little longer. But I didn't feed them any veg newts. So I just let them.
Yeah, that's on the right time schedule to start feeding them. And you said you're feeding every time though.
I have been, yes.
That's where you're running into it. Now there is too much of a good thing, right, guys?
Never, bro. Especially if you can water every single time with food in soil if you run your food really light. But if you're running your food at a decent amount for the plants, then you need to alternate with just water in between every feeding or every 2 feedings. So feed, water, and then feed, or feed, water, depending on how hard you're running them. If before your lights come on, if you go and look at like right when they're going to come on, if you look at your plants with like a flashlight or some natural light and they look really, really dark green, you might want to lay off on the feeding them for a round or 2 to let them lighten up a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to tell how dark the plants really are when they're under artificial light. And I've pulled a plant out of artificial LED light and moved it into the guest bathroom to do a little pruning on it, and was like, man, this is
you
really
got a
dark
guest
green.
Bathroom? You baller.
And I was like, these plants are looking a lot darker green than I thought they were. I'm going to lay off on the feeding over the next couple times. And when I did that, I noticed that the plant lightened up a little bit, but it also took off and grew a little better, and it looked a little happier. So maybe you just want to hit it with just water every once in a while.
The Mission has a lot of organic material, but molasses in it too, which if you're feeding every time real heavy, too much sugars and stuff, they'll start to build up to a point, and it could throw your microbial activity kind of out of whack too, because certain things are being accelerated with the extra carbohydrates. That's why to flush it out or use a water in between, like you were saying, a feed water or a feed water feed along those lines. But at this point, I would go my next 2-3 waterings without any more fertilizer. Using teas is a great idea, or enzyme. What type of tea would you recommend the man?
Black tea.
You know, if
Chai
you want
tea.
to get a store-bought, one, you can go that route. Or, I would just suggest just taking some earthworm castings, go with some frass. If you're in flower, obviously get a phosphorus-rich guano. Throw those in a stocking. Use maybe about a half cup to a cup for every 5 gallons of tea. Make sure you put some type of carbohydrate source in there. I like Floralicious Plus. I like molasses.
You could use that enhance he's got from Mission. He doesn't have to go buy anything.
Oh, I mean, any of those products
At
are
a
going to
low
be great
rate, though.
carbohydrate source for them. Are you using any kind of bacteria inoculants or anything that you feed with?
No, just straight.
Oh, this is a perfect time to introduce tea then.
Yeah.
I would start brewing a tea, some type of microbial tea. Those are going to help break things down and get them more available to the plant if they're building up too. So if you're feeding, maybe go like feed tea water. You don't necessarily need to add food every single time unless your plant's telling you. And especially in soil, because you don't know how many nutrients are actually there already. You look at the plant. And the easiest thing you could do is underfeed a plant because it's easy to correct because you don't damage the tissue of the plant. You look at the green to start to lack in its pigment, and then the plant needs food. You don't actually overfeed it, and then you damage the plant, causing it more stress, and then you have to flush those out, causing even more stress.
Yep. You also, keeping it too wet too long can cause a problem with nutrient uptake where you get buildup because the roots aren't as healthy as they should be because they're just wet all the time, and certain things will rot out. They won't search out water, so they really don't grow. Letting it go from completely wet to dry is key. And those teas help break down any heavy metals that may be in that soil prior to using the Mission. The Mission doesn't have any of that in it, but either it's organic or heavy metal, it'll break it down and make sure that you're doing all set. Like Mission Kosher up in the Valley, a licensed facility, uses all Mission fertilizer and sanctuary soil because it allows them to be certified organic and certified kosher, which is even a higher standard than organic. I guess it's the rabbi comes out and makes sure there's no bugs on any process at any time. If it's there, they got to throw it all away.
They got a reservoir for food that has animal product and one that doesn't have animal product.
Well, they got everything, but I don't think it has much animal product in it. I went up there and visited. It blew me away. It blew me away. So do that. Also, nitrogen. If it's a toxicity, it'll keep your nugs really small. You're at week 3. You need to fix it right now. You need to get on it. Also, strain, and when we were talking about how often you feed, strains will have different requirements. Like OGs may want to be fed a shit ton, right? Like basically you could be dumping your base nutrient in there and the girls still look like they want more. Certain cookie strains, I run maybe 40-50% of my nutrient base nutrient EC and ppm, and that's how I'm able to get a larger cookie nug than most people will get. Is I notice when I really pump the newts in my cookie variety that it just doesn't like it as much. You get those really tight small nugs, and they're fire because the strain is fire, but you're like, fuck, dude, this wasn't even worth growing because it's such a smaller yield compared to some of the OGs and stuff.
Well,
so be aware of which ones you're growing and make a note, right? Keep notes of what's going on with each strain and their requirements and what you're seeing that's going on. Duff, you had something to add?
Free range cow milk with the high calcium and magnesium.
Go ahead, new Duff product.
Yes.
Free range cow milk. Dairy cow milk brought to you by Dairy Cows.
Brought to you by Dr. Duff. Dr. Duff here with this free range freaking cow milk. That's right. Yeah. Free range cow milk. That's right. It's organic. It's good. It's
on
calcium,
AMC. It's the
magnesium.
Walking Duff.
It's the highest potency out there. It's free range. It's organics from California, and it's certified organic by the Free Rangers of California. Thank you, guys.
We should do a parody of The Walking Dead and call it The Walking Duff. Like have the intro.
Yeah.
Doing it.
I just picture the movie Kingpin where he's like, I took the liberty of milking your cow.
Yes.
We don't have a cow. We got a bull.
It's still milk, though.
I don't know why that came up after that, but I could just see you coming out.
Anyways, Bert, there you are, bro. And you said you already have the Mission line, so I'm going to send you a swag pack with some smart pots to go along with that. Get on something. Basically reset the plant. If they are wet right now, I would maybe do a really light amount of water going through and then let it dry out completely and then do it again.
Ooh, they're actually not. They've been, last water was on the 7th, so.
Okay, and they're not drying out for that long?
Or let me.
Because it's been hot here in Southern California.
Yeah, it has. We're heating up a little bit.
Yeah,
up
you
in
should
here.
have to water more often, not less.
Put a fan down below to help dry them out.
Yeah, go get that F9 Quest. That thing's dope.
Yeah, they're still seem a little wet.
Then don't worry about them, and let them dry out and then hit them. They should be dry here soon. That indicates to me a root problem, which I would think is probably not a toxicity necessarily. That I think that his roots are underdeveloped and they're just.
Or he could be overwatering.
Overwatering.
Yeah, well, I think that's the reason.
Said.
All right, Bert. Man, hopefully that helps you out. Get on the right track. Keep overgrowing the universe. Check out Captain Cannabis. Go check out A Pot for a Pot. And listen to Heavy T's Grow Show every Wednesday. Life is good. All right, bye. That was smooth.
He's confused.
That's silk, baby. Smooth as silk. Yo, you heard about Ushio America? Let me say this over Cali's Breeze. Yeah, blowing up some trees. Pro growers know to roll some trees, you need to get the right lamp, right? That's not working. Cali Breeze, well, before he wrote that song.
I like lamp.
I like cramp.
I love that. I like ramping.
I like cramp rock.
Ramp.
When it comes to realizing the full potential of your plants, every single harvest, your light source is a critical ingredient, and not all lamps are created equal. Ushio recognizes the importance of getting consistent, high power output from your lamps, which is why Ushio specifically designs lamps to be optimized in the blue and red ranges. And Ushio factories are renowned for their extremely low variance from lamp to lamp, so you never need to be disappointed by patchy yields or uneven canopies again. Offered in a full range of single-ended and double-ended high-pressure sodiums, metal halide bulbs, as well as 315-watt ceramic metal halides, Ushio ensures that your plants are covered from seed to harvest no matter what lighting system you are using. They've been doing it for over 50 years. So when it's time for a new light system or your next lamp change, ask your local hydro store for Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps and make sure to check them out online at www.ushio.com. And those will actually be on sale at April 28th at the Cerritos Customer Appreciation Day. I believe it's up to 35% off all Ushio lamps.
Damn!
Over there at Cerritos Hydro Customer Appreciation Day. All right, what is happening? Here we go. Another one. All right. No, not that one. We got Joey. Hey, Joey. Joey, you're on the air.
Hey.
Joey, you were just there. They just locked you in. Get Joey back, Marcos Poyos, please. Let's hear the Cali Breeze song one more time and take a quick break, pay some more bills. We've got a few more calls to go through, so 562-653-0707. I got to give this stuff away. I'm contractually obligated to give all of this stuff away.
I'll take that blunt.
Let's do it. Heavy T on DFZRadio.com. Okay, bye.
I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. Rest in peace, Bob Marley. My blunt got a cold cut, Steve Harvey. I catch the buds with my glove, Steve Garvey. Quick to roll in the club, cause we party. They asking where the bomb at, cause everybody in the club smell that. It's Breeze, get loaded TV, smoke about a pound every day of the week. Roll so fast you didn't see him coming your way. Turned around and there was a blunt up in your face. You must have thought that I was finished. The Breeze is never stingy with the spinach. Rolling up some trees. You can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt.
I love the stickiest weed, cause I'm a Cali baby. Started from that chocolate tie from them early 80s. Now it's OG, a perfect mix with my OE. The shot of lean had a G moving slowly. Apparently, you ain't never smoked like me. Loading these switches up like they was some magazines. I got some bad bitches rolling up blunts for me. Hop in the rotation, true story you can see. Even your bitch eyeballing wanna hit the tree. Smoking on weed, living life with my homie Breeze. I got that green thumb, I grow my own fucking weed. And if I got some problems, I'm hitting heavy tea.
Smoke with me, I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Rooster timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Hey man, it's Dr. Duffman here, bro. You're listening to DSCRadio.com. Oh, DSCRadio.com. Oh, hey man, it's Dr. Duffman here, bro. You're listening to
Too much stuff. That's too much stuff. Too much stuff. That's too much stuff. He talking all over the callers. That's too much stuff. His wife hands all over my ballers. She has too much stuff. The same 3 jokes every show. That's too much stuff. A black guy his wife have to blow. That's too much stuff. Too much stuff. She got too much stuff. That's too much stuff. That's what he's pimping 101. Too much stuff. You're listening to the Heavy T Grow Show on DFZRadio.com.
Don't you put that evil on me!
Heavy T.
Hey, bro, your garden's looking sweet, man. What are you using?
Yeah, man, I'm using a premium cocoa nutrient, Cocoa Tech A and B, man. It's an aggressive formula for increased yield during the flowering phase.
Wow, so this is made specially for cocoa?
You better believe it, man. It comes with easy-to-use 2-part formula. Formulated aggressive growth and superior blooms. Whoa, bro. Yeah, man. Tell 'em, Bob.
This aggressive formula contains proprietary blends of calcium to ensure your plants thrive. Backed by years of research, Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Nutrients are specifically designed to support and enhance your cocoa core growing experience. Use Cocoa Tech Premium Nutrients with Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Core for optimum results.
Yeah, man.
What is? Hey, are you a soil grower and tired of using salt and synthetic-based fertilizers and not getting the results that you wanted? Well, for hydroponics, those products work great. But in soil, they suck. All those feeding schedules are out of range for what we think is good for soil growers. Mission Fertilizer is a new product on the market that's specific to soil gardening. They have a Grow, Bloom, and Boost. It's a super premium organic 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost. It's a feeding program that can be used in bag soils like Ocean Forest and Happy Frog, Victory Mix, or Empire Builder, even Roots Organic, Royal Gold, and so forth. It can be used in any soil mix. Super simple to use, 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost to get the most out of your garden. It's organic listed, pH stable, and safe to use with tap water. No need to ppm or EC or pH your tap water if you're mixing in Mission Fertilizer liquid. Go to missionfertilizer.com, grow the best, and see the proof is in the plants.
DFCRadio.com.
Rasta stand for positive. Love is all we got to give.
Bringing forth the remedies. Listen to your melodies.
We're living for beyond today. Never we be led astray.
Come my people fight again. Natty dread fight again.
A Rastafari, I'm a senior. He make sure no Babylon come in ya. While me a stuff about joy in my steamers. We come to bring reality to we're living for beyond today. Never we be led astray.
Come my people fight again. Natty dread fight again. Running like a river, keep it flowing on today. People pushing new directions, got to change reality. Never let the system Natty get up in your face. No, we can't be stopped now. Natty dread be on the way.
Babylon chastise the youths them to come on to them. Tell you it's all false pretense. Tell you it's all false pretense. Destroying the youths them with bad influence. Tell you it now make no sense. Rasta is for positive. Love is all we got to give.
Bringing forth the remedies. Listen to your melodies.
We're living for beyond today. Never we be led astray.
Tell my people fight again. Natty dread fight again.
One love is what we want. One love
is what we need.
One love got to get to what we want. One love is what we need. One love is what we want. One love One love got to get what we want. One love Rasta is for positive. Love is all we got to give.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down on those dabs, T. You still got another hour.
You gotta say something for this blunt,
Man, this is not your first rodeo on the radio. You talk into the mic, not into my ear like I'm listening to you.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, man.
I have a headset on.
Yeah, he's got headphones on.
Yeah,
I can't hear shit, dog.
Trying to whisper sweet nothings in your ear.
You know, next week is
Sweet
40
blunt
Chris's 45th birthday celebration right now on DFZ.
Damn.
And Jiggity Jerome offered to pay for 2 Chainz to come here, and I said, "Fuck that, we got D&G."
Damn.
But D&G forgot it was
I'm
next
nothing like
week
no 2 Chainz.
and came through. Well,
Let's get 2 Chainz in this motherfucker.
You're better than that.
well, you got
Wait,
you
what?
got dreads. You're from the south.
Yeah, 2 Chainz.
Titty boy,
2
dog?
Chainz, yeah, titty boy. Because he probably gonna bring some titties with him and shit.
My
Not
brother-
his own titties, to most women with titties.
My Blackistani brother from another mother. D&G is sitting in. What up, dog?
What's good, brother? How you feeling, man? It's great. Great to
feeling
be
good.
here, man, amongst these great, fine, unfine gentlemen.
Yeah.
You guys are fine and unfine because, you know what I'm saying? You
We got
motherfuckers-
faces
y'all some
for
crazy
radio.
motherfuckers.
A little bit. Well, you know about Grow a little bit, so if you gotta
Just a
chime
little.
in. Joey's got a problem with some mildew. What's new, Joey?
it
You're
all
on the
away.
air. There you are, doggy. Take us off. Take us off speaker. Joey has got a problem. He thinks that he's going to be waiting 10, 15 minutes, and we got right to him.
Yeah, man.
Shh, let's just be quiet and hear what's going on in Joey's life.
Call back after you finish taking a shit.
He's watching live PD in the background.
They picked up.
Is that me?
Hey, dog. All right, Mark. Make it happen again.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Coach him up, Mark.
Coach him up, Mark. Marcos Pollo's like, oh, tu rabo, cabrón.
That's supposed to be ready.
Turn your TV up really loud in the bathroom.
Well, I'm glad.
And then put your phone on speaker, and then play it through a megaphone.
Turn up the cartoons.
Let's Oh wait, he's back. Let's see if
Chipotle dreams.
Joey, last chance.
Hey, my question was, I've had these clones that I needed a transplant, and I put it off like a week. And when I transplanted them last night, the stalks and some of the leaves had a lot of powdered mildew on it. And I don't want to just throw them away. I was wondering if there's anything I could do to like get the powdered mildew to start going away.
Lighter.
It's lighted on fire.
Go ahead, Jiggity. You deal with this all the time, don't you?
Yeah.
Damn, called him out. Like,
Got him. Got him.
How big a pot are they in right now?
The extra
His
frost.
name's Jiggity Powdery Mildew.
Are they in a big pot?
No, I just transplanted them from the little right rooter into just a smaller pot. So
Like a 1 gallon or smaller?
no, like a little cup.
Little cup?
A little red Dixie cup.
I mean, they're small enough that you could even, I mean, there's a couple of things you could do now that you've transplanted them. You could either submerge the plant and dunk it in a solution like I've done green cleaner at like 7.5 to 15 milliliters per gallon and submerge the entire plant. You want to make contact, something like that has citric acid is going to prevent any of that powdery mildew to survive, especially. So other things that you could use besides that in general maintenance, start using like a neem oil or something that's going to suffocate any of the actual powdery mildew as well. But, you know, once you actually...
We'll send them some Azamax.
Yeah, the Azamax is another great product. You could actually dunk the plant safely at 15 milliliters per gallon with Azamax. You could submerge the entire plant, roots, everything. You could spray that plant at least once every 5 to 7 days as a preventative maintenance. And you can also alternate with other products. You know, I don't know if you're trying to go organic or not. Most people are trying to put stuff that's safe into their bodies. You got to understand that a lot of the products that are safe for you, it's all about keeping up with them. So it's not about spraying it once and that's an end-all cure. An IPM program is a program. It's something that you do as a regimen every single week. And it's not like, oh, I missed this day, I'm going to make up for it. You really have to stay on top of those sprays.
Yep, and for most things aren't systemic. The neem or Azamax will have systemic properties and be in the tissue, but not at a degree where it's going to stop bugs from coming around. So as new growth appears, you have to treat it, or you're going to be bummed.
Well, with the mildew, the spores are everywhere.
Well, this is true. Now, how about identifying it? What does it look like? Because in clones, if they're in the dome too long or anything, you might get a microbial fuzz coming off the root zone, depending on what type of rooting technique they use, and it will grow like a fungi, but it's not mildew.
I think he did say that he saw it on the stems, and usually powdery mildew will be on the leaves.
Yeah, stems too.
But so where is the mildew or the mold that you're seeing?
On the main stem, on the top families of the clones.
Yeah, you could even wipe it off or use a Q-tip and wash it off.
Is it white and looks like little circles of like powdered sugar?
Yeah, white powder like powdered sugar.
All right, clones cost like $5 to $10. Go get some ones that are clean.
Yeah. Exactly. Also, do you have a bloom area in the same like house or place you have these clones?
Do we have a bloom area? What
What
the hell is that?
the hell is that? We're in the wrong business, buddy. Roman.
Yeah, I think I know why you have powdery mildew.
Because Roman onion is that Outback Steakhouse? Roman. Hey, shit roaming around here, dog.
Not really trying to get any powdered mildew.
Yeah.
Into contact with
Yeah. So straight up, you don't want to contaminate it, dude. If you want to try and save them, and those are some rare genetics, go ahead and wipe it off or do a dunk. If they're in soil in a cup, it's going to be harder to dunk it because you're going to get a bunch of soil and evaporation, or not evaporation.
Well, in a cup, you could put your hand over the top of it and squeeze it between your fingers, hold it upside down, and dunk it. Also, you may want to invest in a sulfur burner and burn it in the room or the area that you have.
If it's just a couple, they have a sulfur spray too that serves the same effect.
I say get new clones.
But I'm saying the
At
sulfur
Beach Center.
Yeah, come by tomorrow.
I'm saying
I'll be there
to do the sulfur burner because the spores are everywhere. So just spraying the plant isn't going to keep the spores away. I'm talking doing a sulfur burn in the room that those clones are being kept in, just to kill off any powdery mildew spores that may be in the room.
That's a good idea.
I agree. I agree, and to start behind so far behind in the very beginning, you're setting yourself up for disaster. And if you're unsure of how to treat it, just go get some new ones, man.
Yeah.
And if you got something from a reputable company and you bring it to their attention, even if you contaminated it, a lot of times they may give you a discount or even kick you down a couple of free ones, dude.
Okay. I like that.
All right, I could tell you're a busy man, Joey, so I'm going to send you some things to help out with your IPM, including Azimax. I'm also going to send you some of the Smite and the Banish that the Supreme Growers guys left here when they came through. I'm also going to give you some smart pots to put those things in so they have a nice long life. Thanks so much, Joey.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Heavy T Grow Show.
All right, dog.
Get a bloom room.
Come out April 28th. Get a bloom room. Get a bloom room. That's fucking hilarious.
What's that?
Oh, man. What is that?
What's that?
All right, so what are we poofing on here?
What the fuck is that?
What are we poofing on here, D&G? Some backwoods.
That is some backwoods with some fucking dry sif in it that I got from was it Kyle Cushman's protege, and some fucking
is that Big Russ and Mike? Is that Big Russ and Mike?
Nah, I can't remember his name. Actually,
the white dude, chubby, little chubby guy.
Yeah,
white guy. Yeah, he got me a shirt at some Vegas casino that had pizzas all over.
Yeah, he was in Vegas and shit.
Yeah.
Hell
What's
yeah.
his name? I feel bad because I don't remember it.
Yeah, he was a cool ass dude though too.
Yeah.
And that tastes pretty good there.
Yeah.
So listen, D&G's been Prop 215 guy for a long time. He's a
who? No,
yeah, old school shit, right?
Yeah,
you've been in the game a long time. You used to host the High Show here on DFZ, right? It was the High Show.
That was like ancient.
I know, dog. That was back when we actually cared and shit. When Vinny was here.
Yeah.
But how are things going, dog? You still doing music and still making your way in this new legal world?
Yeah, man. I'm actually about to start working on a new on an album. Actually, not a new album. Maybe my first real album, because like fucking I've been doing this like mixtape shit back in the day. I'm finally about to like start working on some serious ass music and get some shit done. You know what I'm saying? I was planning to get it done before 420, but that shit's not happening. But I'll get it done before the end of the year, so that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of ages, I'm probably going to call my first album 38. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be like 38 years old by the time I drop that shit.
You could call it 3810.
Like,
38 with 10 kids.
Yeah, 3810. 3810. That's not some lethal shit. You trying to kill me. You got 10 kids.
10 kids will kill you, fool.
Yeah,
how do you stay so young looking with 10 chitlins running around?
I have like a fucking like a real life Photoshop. Walking around, I like have a thing in my pocket.
You drinking your lemonades all day, right?
Lemonade. Yeah, hell yeah. Nah, smoking weed and acting immature as fuck. That's how you stay young looking.
That's what's up, man. Check out D&G Medicated over on Instagram and stuff. I'm glad you're rolling through, man. Let's get high. Let's listen to a little music. Here's some of our Duff interviews. We'll probably take a couple more calls before we call it a wrap. 562-653-0707. We're about to get loose on the Heavy T Grow Show. DFCRadio.com.
Troubles away, yeah, and she don't stray too far from the west end. Nah, she's always been close to me. When she's around, I just drift away, yeah. High grade is the type of love that she give to me. High grade, me need her each and every day. High grade, come check me today. I need the high grade, you know. Mary Jane, that's my best friend. some people say. I learned my lesson. She's not right and she's not good for me. But please don't take my Mary Jane away. Cause she's the high grade is the type of love that she give to me. High grade, me need her each and every day. High grade, come check me today, Mary Jane. High grade, you know. She am my first love. Yeah. She never leave me lonely. Yeah. She am my first love. Yeah. High grade is the kind of love that she give to me. High grade, me need her each and every day.
You ready to start cloning but don't know where to start? HDI has you covered, the only propagation-focused company. HDI was founded in 1997 and is the master distributor of Clonex throughout North America, like the Clonex rooting gel, which has been on the market since 1988, EPA registered and approved for use on food crops and cannabis. It's the only rooting gel approved by the Washington and Colorado Department of Agriculture for propagating cannabis plants, used by thousands of plant nurseries, commercial growers, scientists, and greenhouse growers with billions of clones successfully rooted. That's Clonex rooting gel. But healthy clones start with healthy mothers. And with Mother Plant from HDI, you are fulfilling the nutritional needs of mother plants without excess nitrates, supporting strong, vibrant clones. And now you're ready for some Clonex Mist, a ready-to-use foliar spray for mother plants, cuttings, and rooting clones. Pop your clones into Root Riot plant starter cubes, and they are safe for use in hydroponic systems and are a proprietary blend of micronutrients that is certified food safe. And don't forget to add the mycorrhiza with Clonex Root Maximizer, a mycorrhizae fungi, beneficial bacteria, and trichoderma that increases the surface area of your plant's roots, allowing the plants to access more nutrients and water. And don't forget to feed with Clonex Clone Solution, formulated for rooted clones and seedlings, a special blend of minerals and vitamins that encourage rapid root development. So no matter what your propagation needs are, remember HDI has you covered. Check them out at hydrodynamicsintl.com. That's hydrodynamicsintl.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Heavy D, or the Control Chris, Duffman, gonna die. DFZRadio.com.
Here we are, San Jose, maximum yield, GrowX. I ran into, what was your name again?
Benji.
Benji from Seed Vault. What is Seed Vault, Benji?
Seed Vault is one of the biggest providers and distributors of seeds from California to the world.
And what kind of seeds are you guys specializing in?
Well, we specialize in name brands and really rare ones as well. Most of them are available on holisticnursery.com, ship worldwide, and they're all guaranteed.
Okay, so if anybody that's listening out in the world wants to go check out Seed Vault, what's the website again?
holisticnursery.com. We're also on social media, on Instagram and Snapchat, at Seed Vault of California.
There it is. What's your number one seed seller?
Oh, man, I couldn't tell. The boss sells a bunch of them, you know. But one of the ones he's giving away right now a lot is that Katsu Pakistani, you know. So if you come by the booth, you might get a hookup on our overstock.
Damn, there it is. If you're out here in San Jose, go check out Seed Vault. Get some seeds.
because they're hooking it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we out. Duffman here, the Grow X, San Jose, Max Yield. Just ran to Centurion Pro?
Centurion Pro, that's right.
Centurion Pro. What is Centurion Pro?
Centurion Pro is the most badass company that sells trimmers.
So you guys have trimmers. And how do these trimmers, how do they work?
Basically what they do is it works through kind of like a suction vacuum system, and it just trims your weed for you. So instead of sitting there ruining your back and your hands, you can run it through a machine that'll do it better than you and faster than you.
How much can you put through one of these machines? How fast would you be able to do like a pound?
Basically, well, putting in perspective, a hand trimmer can maybe, we'll say in 8 hours, like a work day. They can do about a pound to a pound and a half, or our biggest machine can do 160 pounds.
Damn, in one day?
That's right, in one day. You can run it even longer than that. We have people who run it for 17, 18 hours. They run 330 pounds a day through it.
Damn, and does this have like a blade in there that cuts it, or how do you put it in wet? Is the product, the flowers wet, or are they dry? How you do that?
Yeah, you have the key. It has the capability of trimming wet and dry, and basically we have an 11-blade Toro cutting reel in there with a bed bar blade that's doing all the trimming for you. It's like 11 really high-grade scissors going at it at once.
Damn, so if they want to go find you on the internets, where do they find you?
They can go to www.cprosolutions.com.
There it is. One more time.
cprosolutions.com.
There it is. Thank you. And I'm Duffman. I'm out. Here we go. Baron Dorex, Mr. Gardner, X Bro, Max Mule, Grow X. I'm here with Saint Diesel. What up, Saint?
What's up? Grow X going down. DFZRadio.com. Heavy T's Grow Show representing like always.
I just want to say, what kind of showing has been this expo?
This expo has been showing plenty of potential listeners and sponsors and people in the industry that want to be a part of the network because they see the growth we're having and the reach that we got.
Damn! Are you working for some kind of financial institution?
The institution I work for is DFZRadio.com, and it comes with plenty of beer.
That's what's up, man. DFZ Radio. Hey, man, listen to us. We're cool. Oh, look, I just ran into Power SI here at the Grow X Expo. Max Mule 2017 in San Jose. What's up? How you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing great, man. So what's going on here? You got Power SI. What is Power SI?
It is readily available silica, monosilicic acid.
Nice. So you guys go ahead, and what is this going to do for your plants?
It's going to strengthen cell walls. It's going to help mobilize immobile nutrients such as calcium to help your plant uptake them a little bit better, help with heat stress, a little bit of drought. Overall, just a nice little bottle.
And then you can use the Power SI with any nutrient line out there. It's compatible with anything?
You can use it with any nutrient line, hydro, soil, aeroponics, anything like that. Stable in your res up to 10 days, so it won't separate if you use a big container like that. Just best nutrient out there.
There it is, man. That's right. Power SI. If you want to get some silica in your garden, check out Power SI. It is good. And with the Power SI, is this something that you have to, the first thing you're going to mix in the water is going to be the Power SI?
Yeah, you mix in water first, half a mil per gallon. You can double the dose a week, too, to help with that vertical stretch. Also helps with internodal spacing so the plant doesn't stretch as bad. Yeah, other than that, that's it.
That's that, bro. Go check it out.
Sunlight Supply is our distributor, so any hydro store that has a Sunlight Supply account can get our product. Just contact them and get it shipped to you.
There it is. If your hydro store doesn't have it and they're messing around with Sunlight Supply and you want it, make sure they order it for you. Power SI. It's the bomb. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
We out.
Thanks, sir.
I just ran into Frank from the Bucket Company. What's up, Frank? How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing great, buddy. Check it out. You are the Bucket Company. What exactly is the Bucket Company?
Well, actually, we have two products. The Bucket Company, really what we focus is one is antimicrobial planters that are going to be anti-algae, fungus-proof or whatever. And then the other ones are just going to be the run-of-the-mill, maybe recycled plastic. And all of our products are made here in Michigan, United States.
Nice. So that one, the algae, it doesn't allow algae or anything to grow inside of it. It keeps it clean, huh?
Yeah, it's actually antimicrobial and silver ions. And we've done tests with different metals, zinc and this and that, and now we're working on to registering it with the EPA so we could legally sell it as a beneficial factor to a plant, not just for the planter itself.
Wow, that's crazy. That's it built into the planter, the actual bucket.
Yeah, it's actually infused in a master batch with the antimicrobial. They'll make a master batch with some high density plastic, and then from there they'll move that concentrate into the injectors, and then they'll reduce it down to the level that you need. We've already done a couple of exams here with 2 independent labs, and with 1% silver, we kill E. coli in 24 hours, and it's 99.99%, and 4% zinc with the same metrics, and the antimicrobial does it in, I think it's 95.95% in 24 hours.
Wow, that's amazing, man. What kind of, you using whatever inside the buckets? Can you use soil, you can use cocoa, you can use Grodan, whatever?
Yeah, actually, you know what? We've always used a certain style, and we know how versatile this market is. So we came up with something as easy as kind of like a modular set that you could just snap one thing into the other. We're strong believers that, if you're going to use a certain bamboo or stake or something that's going to hold your plant up, you shouldn't introduce it into the medium. First of all, you have a couple of problems. You're going to reintroduce bacteria back into your medium, and another thing is that you're stabbing your roots, and you're not getting that. So, and at the same time, we use our system that all of our stakes go outside the bucket, and whenever you want, you're able to move it. You're not trapped in with like a net system or anything like that. And each feeder, each bucket comes with a manifold feeder that has 4 360 sprayers on it, and then it has a shutoff valve, just in case you want to regulate pressure in each and every bucket, or at the same time, if you want one of your plants that's sick or whatever, and you want to shut that plant down and just water it down or whatever, you have the privilege to do so.
Wow, man, this is pretty trick. I like this. I haven't seen anything like this. If you want to, if anybody's listening out there and wants to go check out the Bucket Company, where do we find you on the internet?
Thebucketcompany.com.
Thebucketcompany.com. Go check out Frank's stuff, dude. This is legit. It's going to be a game changer with all that silver and all that stuff you guys are mixing in the plastics, killing all the algae and stuff. So there's going to be no bacteria up in there. Hey, I like your stuff, and I'm encouraging everybody to go check out the Bucket Company. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Roger.
All right, we're out.
All right, boss.
Thanks, man. Oh, Indoor Max Mule, San Jose. I'm so hungover, bro. Yeah. Hey, I just ran into GrowLink here. Ted, GrowLink. What's GrowLink?
GrowLink are control systems that are connected to the cloud, so it allows you to see, monitor, and control your operation with your smartphone anywhere.
So this connects to, what does it connect to? You have the controllers?
Yeah, it's full control, so we deploy sensors throughout a facility, a greenhouse, or an indoor grow. And then we have a relay panel to trigger all of your equipment based on sensor triggers, timers, or schedules. So basically automating all your equipment.
So this is taking care of all your humidities, taking care of your temperatures, taking care of the fans, turning them on and off, and all that good stuff. And does it tell you if you're having a problem in there?
Yeah, so we can send alerts if any of the thresholds get out of of your settings. So we're monitoring temp, humidity, CO2, and PAR. And you can, like I said, you can deploy multiple sensor modules depending on the size of your facility.
Nice. So like one module, how big of an area would one module cover?
You're probably looking at, like a 50 light grow.
50 light, 100-foot growing greenhouse?
Yeah, somewhere right around there.
All right. Sounds good. I like it. And so you're going to automate your greenhouse with these guys, GrowLink. If you guys want to get to the next level, really, that's what you guys are taking the gardeners to the next level. Controlling the environment is probably the most important thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So this will let you dial in, your exact temp, humidity, and CO2 levels, day, night, and go as far as automating all of your irrigation systems, nutrient dosing, everything.
There it is, guys. Hey, if you're tired of not knowing what the hell's going on in your grow room, you probably do know what's going on. But if you don't have it automated, go get it automated. GrowLink will hook it up, right?
Yeah, that's right. Give us a call. It's GrowLink. We're at www.growlink.com.
Growlink.com. You guys hear that? Growlink.com. Hey, Ted, thank you very much for letting the world know about your product. It's very awesome. I'm looking at this. I might have to tell my broski about it.
That's right. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ted. We out. All right, I just ran into Eric at Growth Science. What's up, Eric? What is Growth Science?
Basically, we're a company that's taking nutrients to the next level, and that we just don't make nutrients themselves. We also consult with the company. We help some of the largest growers in the country dial in their fertilizer regimen so they can increase their yields and save money. And now we're bringing that to the smaller consumer as well with smaller sizes. We're available in multiple hydroponic stores. We have consolidated what other people do in 8 to 13 products into 5 to save you money, but at the same time not sacrifice yield or quality.
Wow, so you guys got all the goods all into like 5 bottles to get you from start to finish. It's only 5 bottles.
Yeah, so basically we have base A and B. That's the foundation. You use that the whole way through. It's the meat and potatoes, has all the basics in there, right? We then have a product called Solid Start that you use in the veg phase. And what it does is it evens out the NPK profile where it needs to be in veg with some added nitrogen and potassium. Then any additive or booster that's been scientifically proven to help the plant in that phase is all consolidated in that bottle, right? So no need for, several different root boosters and this, that, and everything, right? 2 types of cold pressed kelp. Most people use the Norwegian. We use that as well. We also have something no one else uses, and that is Macrophysis integrifolia. It's the giant Pacific kelp. That's one of the fastest growing organisms on the planet. Grows 2 feet a day, packed with cytoauxins and cytokinins. And basically what you do is you use that in veg, and then when you're in flower, you switch that out for a product called Rock Solid that has acts as your PK booster, and it also has things to help with increased yields and also terpene and resin production as well. We round out the line with our silica product Strength.
There it is, man. If you guys want to step your game up, these guys are helping out the professionals, dialing it in. Like Eric said, he's dialing in big time, guys. Now he's bringing it to the smaller guys like us that want to go and just do a little backyard boogie inside the house, wherever, garage, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. But anyways, Eric's here. And if you want to go check out Eric's product, it's Growth Science. Where do we find you on the internet?
Growthscience.com.
There it is. Go check out Eric on growthscience.com. They will hook up that nutrient line for you and get you better looking flowers.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Eric. I'm Duffman. I'm out. Thank you, brother. Oh, man. Jacob. I just ran into Jacob. How's it, Jacob?
It's good. Hanging out with the Heavy T Grow Show. Yeah. Duff, man, it's so much better than your show.
That's right. That's right. Hey, fall seriousness. Grow More. What's up with Grow More?
Grow More is a very local company to you, based out of Gardena. Been around about 100 years. Got our start doing film chemistry in Hollywood, making film. And once it started going digital in the 70s, we converted all that chemistry knowledge into fertilizer and been having goods for the woods up in Mendo ever since.
Goods for the woods. I like that. That's awesome.
Anyways, there's obviously been a lot of organic and conventional / synthetic debate lately. So at Grow More, we obviously take the approach that every growing situation is going to be unique for each grower, and we try to our best incorporate those sort of conventional organic hybrid products to kind of give the grower the best of both worlds. So we're working on a lot of new things now, and obviously having some chemists full-time on staff and our own reactors that we can manufacture and formulate products ourselves, and keeping it in Cali gives us an advantage over when it comes to innovation.
There it is, man. If you guys don't know about Grow More, go check them out.
Growmore.com.
I like it. Oh, man, that's awesome. And so if you guys don't know, go check out Grow More on the webs, the interwebs. And, you can check out their stuff. And like you said, it's made in California. It's cheaper than the most guys, and it's high quality because you guys are the ones making it and do the quality of it all, right?
You are correct, Sir Duff of SoCal.
Thank you. Thank you, Jacob. Awesome. We are here, Heavy T's Grow Show. Jacob, thank you for the interview.
No problem. Keep listening, y'all.
Yeah, we out. Perfect.
Oh, man, here I'm drunk as fuck at the 2017 Grow X. Ran my boy, St. Chris.
Hello? Hello? Are you listening?
Where's everybody? You all coming? Is everyone coming out?
Where are we?
Well, we're at the bar, essentially.
You didn't buy me a drink. Why didn't you buy me a drink?
I drank. The bar's far away. I drank it all. I drank the thing on the way here.
I did that to my buddy Mark over here, so I believe you.
Get us 2 more, and I'm going to try and make sure one of them makes it back.
I better follow you.
Probably a good idea. I should go smoke a little bit of that weed on the way, too.
Do you have marijuana?
Yes, let me check your pockets, and I do.
Yeah, oh, wait. It's jacking my marijuana. Don't jack my marijuana. This is a adult show. No kids listening, right? You better say something, Aaliyah. That was Aaliyah from DFZ Radio. That's about as close as you're going to hear a voice on air.
How about that voice of hers, huh?
Oh, man. Memorizing.
Jeez. Memorizing?
Mesmerizing. Memorizing.
And the nod is even better.
I memorized her fucking nod and her lisp and shit.
I can hear that.
Oh, I got it.
You scored.
Everybody heard it. This is a bunch of nonsense. Saint's not even going to chop this shit up. Fuck you, Saint. Oh, man, I just ran into Belicia at Symbis. Symbis? Symbis. What is Symbis?
Symbis is Symbiotic Growing and Harvest Solutions. We are a distributor and located in Humboldt County, Eureka, California. Our website is www.symbis.com. We sell products from greenhouses, greenhouse plastics, cultivation covers. We have a whole line of water-soluble micronized nutrients, complete start-to-finish programs, and we also have our stash bags, which are commercial-grade vacuum sealers, 4 and 5 mil, cheaper than any of our competitors.
There it is. If you guys need a greenhouse, you need anything like the greenhouse tarps, the blackout. You guys got the blackouts?
Yeah, we got blackout 5 mil and 8 mil.
Damn! Go check out Symbis. Symbis.com?
Symbis.com. SYMBYS.
Thank you, Belicia.
Yes.
You're the best. Thank you very much. Everybody go check out Symbis. If you need a greenhouse in your garden, get it from them. They'll hook it up, right?
Yes, $5.99.
$5.99. Now you out of your mind?
12 by 20 by 8.
12 by 20 by 8, $5.99. Guys, go check it out. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we out. Oh, here I am, man. I just ran into Dennis, the president of O2 Grow. What's up, Dennis? And can you tell us what O2 Grow is?
Well, O2 Grow is some new science that's all across the world where we are super oxygenating or getting your DO levels up higher than your typical bubblers, okay? Everybody bubbles because they're told to in a book, okay? Some of them don't really know why, but the reason why you're oxygenating your water is to get your nutrients to absorb better into your water, okay? The water's the delivery system, but it's really all about molecules. Molecules in your nutrients are absorbing better into that, so your root follicles are picking it up better. Better root, better yield. So we've been in the industry for about 12 years in other industries, growing strawberries, tomatoes, other seed plants, dirt, people that are growing in dirt, obviously, too, or soil, some hydroponic, which everyone thinks that only hydroponic guys have to oxygenate their water, when in fact, anybody that's even making teas, that type of thing, they all know the importance of oxygen. That's what gets everything moving. So we're all across the industry in keeping fish alive, septic tanks where you need biology, but in the grow industry, that is kind of our newest launching challenge. We're not new. We've been out here 3 years in this industry, so maybe some of your listeners have heard about us or called in. We're a Minneapolis-based company. O2grow.com gets you into all of our videos. Take a shot at that. Look at that. But we have, in some of your affiliates, I know I'm working with Ed Rosenthal right now on some projects. And we also can be off-grid. Our science is, we actually go from 110 volt down to 12 volt. So you can be off-grid, run our stuff with batteries. You don't even, if off-grid interests you. But it's pretty unique. It's kind of like submarine science. When a submarine goes underwater, they don't bring oxygen or bottle it or surface for oxygen. They separate the H2O, hydrogen molecule, from the oxygen molecule. And then, of course, they trap the oxygen and gas and push it back out to breathe. We take that same gas and push it back into the water. So it's kind of like we got bottled oxygen that we're forcing into the water, but we're doing it electronically, economically. Stuff's not free, and it's not a $29 bubbler, but for a couple $100 you can get into our product, and it pays for itself usually first turn. So it's interesting stuff.
Yeah, thank you, Dennis. Yeah, so if you want to step your game up or grow up to the next level and get the infuse that oxygen into the water, go check out O2grow.com.
Yes, sir.
O2grow. That's just straight O with a 2 grow.com, and you can check out his bubblers, his aeration systems and stuff like that, and yeah, just check it out. Good quality.
And contact us at info@o2grow.com, which will tell you that on the website. You can see a lot of YouTube videos of us guys explaining it with photos. It's pretty compelling stuff. So I think all your listeners get information, and this is trying to sort it out for you, and we're glad to be on your show.
Thank you, Dennis. Awesome. Everybody check out O2 Grow. Thank you, Dennis. Here in San Jose, GrowX. Thank you very much.
2 years ago, maybe.
Yes, welcome back.
Yes.
It's going to be gold's everything once I get my O2's grows.
All you have to do is to put the oxygen infusion into your water.
My O2's grows.
Your yields.
Yes.
Your yields
Gold.
improves. Yes, your plants are greener.
All
yes.
gold's everything's. Hey, I looked up O2 Grow right now because I was actually looking for that company, and I couldn't find them Googling them. I forgot their name, and I just listened to that interview. Dude, that shit really does put more oxygen in there. It's like crazy.
Yeah, she looks like a punch bowl.
It looks legit. Oh, this guy has a question. This is no question. Hey, the blur one. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Yes. The blurred one.
Yeah. How are you?
Fucking dude.
Dude, that guy. He probably has just drooled on himself so much that he can't talk right now.
And then, hey, Blur, remove the penis from your mouth before you call me.
He's
Got
like,
it.
but the scent of this gold spray paint is so delicious.
Oh shit! All right, you know what, guys? It's been one hell of a night. I'm ready to give out this grand prize question, man.
The grand prize question is, how old will I be next week?
How old will Horty be next week? Yep. No one's getting that. It's between 40 and 50.
Yeah, they're going to get it because they just heard you talk about it. And
you just told them.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a riddle.
562-653-0707. We have a truncheon meter from Blue Lab to give out. Some smart pots, a double-ended max power bulb from Nanolux, another full line of Mission fertilizers, and a couple other things. It's Heavy T's Grow Show.
Did that other guy just like wait that whole time to go?
Yes, he did.
He was waiting that whole time to fucking huh?
We knew who it was. It was Blur. Super fan Blur. Shout out to Tom from Boron.
Boron.
That should be Captain Cannabis' arch nemesis.
Right? Tom from Boron.
Tom
He's going to go to
Boron,
Boron.
yeah.
Go to the planet Boron and have a big, huge Russia versus the U.S. over Syria fight.
A big old powwow.
Hey, did you know that planet is all shoes are banned?
All shoes are
No,
banned,
no
yes.
cars or shoes.
Right.
562-653-0707. Pick it. It's between 44 and 46 if you want to know. Call
TMZ Radio. And Blur probably still can't get it.
Blur.
Good in the beginning, only time will show. See the truth right through the ending. So-called friends, they smiling in your face, but they really just pretending. fake ass friends, yeah, I see that shit is trending like phonies in style. Man, I wish that I was kidding, no joke. When they try to shoot you down, keep your hope. Yeah, life's a bitch, and that is why that we smoke. They say grown men don't cry, so I don't let it out. I just take another toke, so when my eyes water, I just blame it on the kush, made me choke. Could you even understand the pain in my heart? The pumps blood just to struggle, like the world's got me in a stranglehold. But I won't yell out, Uncle, are we dying to live? Or living just to hustle, just keep it moving. You are not a loser, don't let them haters fool you. They're just cold, but you're so much cooler. Your heart into it. Success is for the taking, gotta be the one to choose it. And when you see real love, grab it, so you never lose it. And bro, never let it go. They say if it's yours, it'll come right back, but that ain't real. Broken hearts kill. Why you playing? Life in a game, or a picture you could fit in a frame, or words you could fit in a book. You gotta see it for yourself. Open up and look. It's your choice. Be the hero or the crook, the brave or the shook. Dream, don't try. Fly that kite. Don't never let them shoot you out the sky. Nah, don't never come down. Rise, rise, higher and higher. Don't just think about it, get all that you desire. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's that real life. Mostly. All we do is bang, bang, bang. 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 I'm a fucking beast to go, ayy, like a orangutan. Nigga, we bang, ali to the bay, banging Long Beach. Bitch, I'm banned from the A, but I'm still banging for the A. Banging hustle for my fam, so I can be the man. We get it by the key, you get it by the gram. Oh, stuntin' hoes, skirt out in my Lambo. It's grown money, bitch. I stay constipated, I don't give a shit. And ain't nobody but banging like my clique. I'm going hard. It's either this money or this bitch on my dick. And all we do is bang, bang, bang. 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 I bang it hard, from the east to the west. I'm the one and I'm the fucking best. Back from the future to put your fake ass niggas in check. Nah, look here, bitch, cut the check. Then I'm straight to the dealer to buy a Corvette. Yo, niggas all foreign, I'm all black AMX. Let you talking about my hammer 10, my bus European 30 round magazine. Chop you down on the scene. Either I ain't too fast or your bitch is too slow. Either I ain't too fast or you bitches too slow. And all I do is bang, bang, bang. 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 All I at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. It's an angry motherfucker with a loaded 4-4, and he knows you got a safe in the back, he wants it all. You hear a call as he pushes way across the threshold and slam your face against the wall. What you gon' do? Black out, wake up, tied up next to your kids and your wife. What the fuck? This is interrupted life as you know it. Seen the hungry people in the streets and you just ignored it. Well, when it bites back, it comes around with a force. Anyway, back to the store. They running through your shit, once I and your daughter. And what happens next? I can't even report it. Bang, bang, they banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. Bang, bang, that's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. Bang, bang, that's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. Bang, bang, that's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. Bang, bang, that's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. It's your own reflection, your worst enemy, and your strongest weapon. All the things that you've seen and done, and if you learn your lesson, you the student, and life is the professor. And remember, when you step out of your house, leave your ego on the dresser. It's a cold, cold world, yes sir. Mirror, mirror, back to the visit you. Face to face with your future, and you don't want near it. Some embrace what's to come, and other people fear it. So you head back to your kitchen, and you sit back in your chair and crack a cold brew, smoke a blunt or two as you stare at the old you. All the changes and the phases is that you gone through to get there where you at. And when you look back and said you shoulda did it different, where you are, who you are, motherfucker, go hard. Bang, bang, it's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. Bang, bang, it's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. Bang, bang, it's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. Bang, bang, it's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. Bang, bang, it's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. It's your choice to answer. Maybe it's the Prize Patrol, or maybe it is cancer. You will never know unless you take the chances, or let them make it for you. Don't let them control you. Bang, bang, it's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. Bang, bang, it's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. Bang, bang, it's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store. Bang, bang, it's banging at the door. Open it, let's see what's in store.
Dark passenger. And when he's driving, I feel alive.
Yo, yo. Welcome back. Heavy T's Grow Show.
Grow Show like a
Grow
motherfucker.
Show.
That's that D&G right there, bam, from Atlanta.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Shout out to Saint, man.
You gonna be dropping something else soon? You got a lot of things on your mind.
Saint 562.
You're a political guy too. You're a political guy too. You're aware of a lot of things going on around you.
Yeah, you got to, man. You got to, man. Especially in this world, man. It's so crazy what's going on in this world right now, man. It's like it's pure comedy, but at the same time, you got to realize that, man, this is our life. You know what I'm saying? In a way, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, man, bro, that Trump shit.
I feel like I'm kind of living in a cartoon.
You know, all the other shit, huh?
Like it's a cartoon.
Yeah, man, it's like a fucking horrible cartoon. bro.
Yeah.
Like real shit, like some Wiley and Wiley Coyote shit. Know what I'm saying? Roadrunner and Wiley Coyote shit. Know what I'm saying?
I want to see Snoop Dogg.
And like, hey, I didn't even want to be Wiley Coyote, but like that's what I gotta be. I wanted to be the Roadrunner. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I gotta be Wiley. I gotta be falling over.
Word, man. Well, I appreciate you rolling through and smoking us out. Hey, before I get to the grand prize, remember about the Quest Dual 225. Get your environment in check. We preach it. You know it. And dehumidification is a big part of it. The Dual 225 is developed to answer the voltage concerns of commercial growers. It's drawing applause from the warehouse converters and other growers who choose the higher voltage route. Like all the products at Quest, the Dual 225 is made in the USA. It uses the very best components and materials. Every one of the dehumidifiers comes with a 5-year warranty on all major components. Call our friends at Quest for a free consultation at 877-420-1330. 877-420-1330 and go to questhydro.com to see more about it. All right. Next week, Horty Chris's birthday. Are we getting Kenny powered or not?
I don't know yet. Stay tuned to find out.
We're going to do something to Horty's hair that's going to make him look just like Kenny Powered. And he's going to say, Kenny fucking Powers.
Right. Kenny fucking Powers.
Yeah, and then he's going to reminisce how sweet he was.
I'm into playing real sports, not practicing exercise.
And then drink a lot of Fireball and probably cry in the corner all night.
Might get emotional.
2 Chainz won't be here.
Damn.
But we got 2 enchilada. He'll show up.
That's right.
2 enchilada combo. That's what
2 enchilada, 1.5 lungs.
That's what Duffman is packing in his lunchbox.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Hey, you got someone to order it. Too bad that it cost you so much money. But anyways, 562 is not a number anymore because we're done. What's the grand prize question?
How old will I be next week?
Is your birthday 420?
419.
We're almost there.
I had to be ready. I had to get out of there. 420 was coming. I was like, all right,
yeah.
Boom, I'm going to kick out the womb.
Yeah, at least you get a contact or something, you know.
Let's go first caller with Morris.
Hello.
Hello, Morris.
The only time I wasn't listening, but I'm going to say you look about 40. Looks about 45.
45.
45. Yeah, that's right, doggy.
Go, Morris.
Go, Morris.
It's my birthday.
It's Horty's birthday.
You won the grand prize. You guess my birthday.
We're just going to play last year's show on loop and act like it's a new show.
Yeah.
Hey,
that'll work.
No, you won't, because you have that part on there that you don't want anybody to hear.
I want everyone to hear it. Morris, I'm sending you a truncheon meter from Blue Lab. That's a big company that dominates the meter industry. BlueLab.com. A double-ended bulb from MaxPar. Some Turpinators, some Smart Pots, a complete line of Mission Fertilizer, and some Azimax. All going out to you, dog. Give a shout out to your local Grow store.
Grow Depot.
Shout out to Grow Depot. Thanks so much, Morris. And remember, every Wednesday we're doing this. And don't forget the other shows. On Monday, it's The Plug. That's the video game show. I wanted to call it Games, Weeds, and Hose, but they said we got no weed or hose. And I was like,
true.
I was like, good call. And then we also have the Hydro Chef on Tuesday, where Jiggity Jerome hosts the Hydro Chef show.
Right, because if it wasn't for Jiggity Jerome, the show wouldn't even be on.
I know it's.
Hey, we need some callers though.
It's farm to table cannabis, cooking with cannabis. Check it out on Tuesday, and we will be back.
Yeah, I got to check that out.
Next week.
Yeah.
Thanks, Morris. Yep. Don't forget April 28th to come see us in person at Cerritos Hydro Shop, Dr. Duff, Jiggity Jerome, Heavy T, the Saint Diesel, Marcos Poyos. We're all going to be there. So other than that, we out. But we'll be there.